Hello, and welcome to the BYB Podcast. That stands for the Backyard Boys.
Backyard Boys!
And tonight, we're spitballing the Joey C fantasy trip for Granny. We're doing it. Welcome. Lemmy, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing swimmingly. How are you?
Yeah. Very, very good. Granny, what's up, homie? How you doing tonight?
I don't know, man. We just had a fight.
A dumb one.
You got a mouse in your pocket or something?
Do I? Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, no, we just had a fight. I'll let you set it up though. We can get into it whenever you're ready. I know you got topics and shit.
Yeah, I didn't have a fight. I just was looking at logistics, so I have nothing to set up. Yes, everybody needs to know that, yes, indeed, Granny is going down on Thursday to meet with his biggest hero, Joey C. The one that he loves, the one that he wants.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, big heart emoji. Yes, are you excited for your trip? Are you all prepared? Have you bought plenty of condoms and 40 ounce? Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, that's a bad reference. Have you got plenty of lube and condoms?
Do I wear the condoms into the house? Like they're pre on?
You might
Like
want to.
before
You never
sex?
know what you never know
I
what
would
you're going to
double
run
up.
into.
You think
I'd
so?
double up.
So like, all right, yeah. So like, I need to be wearing a condom entering the home.
For safety reasons.
Right.
And a
Over the
mask.
balls. Also, gotta make sure.
Okay.
I'd wear
All
a
right.
mask also. You have
Oh.
ventilators for work, right?
Respirator?
No.
Yeah, respirators. Thank you.
Yeah, I do have respirators.
Ventilators. Hook his ass
Yeah,
up to a
ventilator.
fucking.
Yeah.
Well, you're
An
going to
iron
want
lung.
proper ventilation when you get inside there. You might want to ask them to open up a window for you or something.
Motherfuckers do ventilate, dude, but respirators you can wear, supposed to be able to wear inside of they're noise approved. I should just say that.
Absolutely. We will probably have you do things such as smell tests. But yeah, that's it. Pinned at the top of the chat, you guys might notice there's a Q&A section. And if any of you folks can come up with really funny ideas for things for Granny to do while at the Joey C compound, the Catalano compound, I think they call it, then just put stuff in the chat for us to check out tonight. We'll pull it up and we'll make decisions on what things he could actually do. And we're not necessarily saying super chat. You don't have to super chat us ideas. We're not saying like, send us $5 and Granny will do said thing. No, we're just spitballing ideas for Granny. So just put stuff in the chat and we'll go through it. I think if you actually answer the questions on the Q&A, that it pops up in the chat differently than the other chat. So take a look at that for yourselves and give us all your
What does that
ideas.
mean?
Huh?
You can also
There's
leave
a
a comment in
Q&A.
the comment section if you'd like.
Hit like.
Yes. Always hit like. Smash to subscribe. Turn your notifications on because that just helps us get into the algorithm. Plus, every time we go live, you'll know all about it. The other thing is, pinned at the top of the chat is our Join the BYB memberships link, which will take you right to the link where you can become a member of BYB Podcast, just like all these other wonderful people, which are in the Ring of Honor level. And of course, there's the one, the only Deadfool, who's in our Backyard Boss membership level, which is thank you very much, Deadfool. You know that we appreciate the hell out of you over here, sir. You are awesome. And also my Rackhabit, yesterday bought a bunch of memberships. That was freaking awesome, dude. That helps us out a bunch. Right in the middle of a membership drive. Now, we were getting low on memberships, so we do appreciate any time people help us out with that. So thank you. Also, Steve C was in here yesterday, and he was pretty generous as per usual. But Granny wasn't there, so he probably would have spent more and asked good questions like, any good scissoring lately, Granny? Any good scissoring with your
Never scissored in
Good
my fucking
question.
life, dude. What was that fucking sound drop? Hold on, hit the sound drop again.
There wasn't a sound drop. I said something.
Oh. Sounded like fuck.
It sounded like fuck? I don't remember having a... No, I don't think we have a fuck one. The closest we have to a fuck one is...
Let's get naked, oil up, get in a ring, and touch each other dick to dick until one of us come.
Getting butt fucked.
So, like, if you guys did get oiled up together and went dick to dick, like, so just the, just thinking about it, I guess you could go dick to dick if you were scissoring. So maybe this Steve C guy is onto something, I'm guessing.
No, fuck that, man. It had to be a lot more money for me to get oiled up, two all, like, to go dick to dick with
Dick to dick.
some Italian stranger. No, man.
Well,
How much to staple your nuts to your leg?
Exactly.
That'd be a lot cheaper.
Well, give him a number. Give the guy, he asked for a number. You should throw numbers out for the guy.
Oh, no,
Well,
Granny knows better than that.
Can't fuck, yeah, I'm not going to give a number, first of all. Second of all, you can't outrun fucking gay shame, dude.
Yeah, that kind of sticks with you for life. Like they say, once you suck a cock, you're a cocksucker for life. And that is a fact, folks. You got to live with that shame or whatever. I guess if it's not shame, if that's not the feeling you get from sucking a penis, then whatever. Enjoy, as Pat Dixon would say. But I don't think he was talking
shame's the
about...
best part.
Suck them all, dude. Suck every dick possible, dude. But I'm just not going to do it.
Well, I think maybe Lemmy's onto something. The shame, that might be like a fetish thing. So some people might really enjoy the shame of it. Yes. I had some thoughts on things you could do. Like I said, obviously wearing a condom, just in case the touching each other dick to dick thing happens. Just in case. You never know. You might bump into them awkwardly and it might become a moment for you. You never know. You never know.
Okay.
Might get boned up a little bit.
Right. I
feel like I'd be fully bricked.
Just from walking in the house?
No, but I mean, like, if you get, you get your wiener out and you got to condom it up to go dick to dick, dude, you're going to get bricked up a little bit.
69, buddy.
I'd hear Bob Levy talking to me, so I'd get extra hard,
Yeah, what are some of his catchphrases?
Get your cocks out and fuck, boys. I think that's one of them.
Yeah. Or come here, Perry. Come here, lightning or thunder. Come here, thunder. Come here. Fuck, I fucked that up. Damn it. I'm blowing it, guys. No, that's not true. Not true. Quad can get hard, whether you like to think about it or not. Actually, why are you thinking about whether or not I get hard in the first place, dude?
He's thinking about your hard dick. Actually, he's thinking about your soft, flaccid
nice
dick.
hard
I feel like that's gayer.
Quad's penis has a wheelchair.
Yes. Somebody fucking make that graphic.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling we have a guy that does that kind of stuff, and he might be on that right now as we speak. Indeed. Yes. I had some thoughts for things you could do, like I was saying. Possibly
Give me a random cord. I need a random computer cord that goes to absolutely nothing. Could you ask Joey C if he could hook a bitch up?
I mean, that question was for you, Granny, but I'll answer it because you know for a fact Joey C has tons of just nonsense tech just laying around, shit that doesn't go with anything. Yeah, you've seen how much of a mess his tech stuff is.
No.
Yeah, that's okay. So Mrs. Producer just said he does not suggest that we show a penis in a wheelchair, which is probably a wise choice. Thank you for being smarter than me. But that was a one-off. I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. All right, thoughts for you. You could possibly get into a baked bean eating contest with Joey.
I could fuck around some beans, dude.
You could get into a white mouth foam contest with Joey C.
I'm gonna bring Vienna sausages and boiled peanuts, dude.
If I give you a thing of Carmex, will you give it to Joey C for me?
No.
Oh, god damn. Rude.
It doesn't work.
A bag of all the sausages. A bag of all the dicks. A sausage full of all the dicks you had. A sausage full of dicks. Okay. Well, I mean, you guys could have a bean fight. I don't know. Maybe you guys could just go out in the parking lot and have a bean
leave
fight.
the fucking bean footage to me, dude. Okay, you need to back up.
Roll that beautiful baked bean footage. Is that
this is why I didn't want to say that. But yes.
Sausage full of all the dicks.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Kate Meany. You're a real treat, just like a baked bean. Are baked beans a treat or a meal?
They're a side.
They're not a treat. Can't be a treat.
Oh, rice is the treat. Remember, it's the San Francisco.
Rice-a-roni is the San Francisco treat. I feel like if you were to ask Joey C about baked beans, he would definitely say, yeah, it's a treat, maybe even a dessert. What do you think?
Baked beans, a dessert?
Right. At the Catalano house?
Boston baked beans?
Yeah, they got brown sugar in them. I mean, sugar, the word sugar is in it.
They are.
Wait, like in the ingredients? Yeah, of course, man.
There you go.
How the fuck else cook beans, dude?
What is going on here? Joey C's not here. You're lying to us. Shit show's lying to me. I don't like it. Joey C is holding court. Oh, in the steel toe chat. Do you think I do see that there's a lot of fake alts in the steel toe chat. There's a fake Little Lemmy, for example, that's been making all kinds of trouble as of late. Yeah, I was just kind of curious. Has that alt gotten the boot yet, or is it still in there all the time?
I don't know. It doesn't bother me if they do or don't get the boot, honestly. Yeah. More often than not, Fake little Lemmy is kind of based.
So you're proud of the thing she says as it is, huh?
I guess. I'm not proud, but I'm like, oh, well, I can't disagree, really.
We do have someone backstage right now. Apparently one of the older 007s from, I don't even know if Roger Moore is alive, but he's definitely backstage. So welcome to the show, Roger Moore. Hello, Roger Moore.
Hello, Godfather. Do you know Ray DeVito?
Yeah, Ray DeVito. Yeah, he's the hero of the Dabbleverse. What of him?
He's a pedophile.
Oh, seriously? Is that true?
True.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. I was going to ask Roger Moore all kinds of questions. But there he goes. He comes and goes as he pleases. Do you have any good ideas for things that Granny could do while at Joey C's house? Lemmy, go.
Absolutely. Granny can collect all the broken Roku remotes we have in our house and bring them to Joey C's house where they can live in happiness amongst their own little people.
Their own little people. What are you talking about? The floor Newports? Are those their people? Or the
I was more talking about the broken appliances that are at Joey C's. I would just like to also say before this gets another, a little too far or whatever. I'm gonna make jokes about Joey C, but I genuinely like Joey C. I find him incredibly endearing. And Mrs. C. I like them both.
They're just old boomers, right? For the most part. Couple old boomers. I thought that Granny could go around smelling things. Like, this is how I pictured it. He could just go around picking up random objects and smelling them and telling us about it. I thought he could talk to all, maybe do like man on the street interviews with all the homeless people outside. I think that's way more. I know that Joey C tried to do that, but he ended up getting in bum fights, which is.
I was about to say we should have a stab count tally. See how many times he either gets stabbed or almost gets stabbed. We can have like a little bet pool going, maybe. Or Deadpool.
And Deadpool. That runs with Deadpool, who we love around here. He could have Mrs. C and Joey C show him all of their stab wound scars. I think that would be interesting.
Oh my gosh, he's not going to do that. That's
shit show. You're funny. Yeah, we'll put that on the list of things, but I have a feeling it's not going to stay on the list. But we'll put it on there temporarily because that is hilarious. I just want to see it on there. Plant some narcotics. What do you think? He's like Aaron Imholt hanging out with the Ricketas or something? Because we all know that Aaron Imholt famously left an ounce of dope on their dresser when he was hanging out with them. And the kids. The kids were there, right? All the kids?
Yeah, I heard on the way out, Aaron just sprinkled some cocaine in the little one's hair and just fucking took off.
Yeah, as one does. And the funny thing is, he wasn't even kicked out of the polycule at that time. He did it just in case something happened and he was left out in the cold by himself. Yeah,
he knew.
He had a feeling he was about to be excommunicated from the cult, as they say. It is a cult, right?
I don't know, but it looks like a pretty fucking fun cult. One that I would happily join if I didn't have any fucking kids. You bet your ass. I get to wear cool clothes and do cocaine and go to art installations. Go fuck yourself. That's dope as hell.
Art installations. See, you're doing segues already. Look at you. I was actually going to start off with we do have some of that footage from Kino Casino. They showed all that art show that Nick and April went to. That's fucking hilarious. And no Kayla. Kayla had to stay home and watch the kids. It's for the kids. Make them.
We don't know. Do we know for sure that Kayla wasn't there, or could Kayla have been like, I'm not really trying to be in these pictures. I'll take them.
There you go. I was just gonna say that. Who was taking those pictures? Indeed. You're onto something there. She may have just been. Can you imagine? Nick's like, Kayla, here, would you take some pictures of me in April?
All right. Here's my thing about it. Everybody just assumes that it's like a normal functioning relationship where one party has to be left out or jealous or whatever. But there are some people and couples and relationships out there that are able to share their dude or, love more than one person. You know what I mean? So if they are in a 3-way relationship,
The blacks.
who are we to say that Kayla and April aren't in love with each other just as much as Kayla and Nick or April and Nick? You know what I mean?
But that can't be. I thought Kayla and Aaron had a beautiful love for each other. Do you
It was
think
the
it's
Molly.
possible?
No, I think it was the Molly.
It was the Molly talking. Yeah, so apparently in some of the court documents now that it came up that Aaron was using ketamine. He was all pissed off about that today. I seen him talking about it. I could care less. It's just we're getting really into the weeds with which drugs were you on? Yeah. I guess we can get into all the news from today about Aaron and of course Nick and the polycule. Is it still a polycule? Just the three of them, or is it just now? It's just what do they call that? Polygamy.
There is a word for it. I'm not sure if it's polygamy because I don't know if they're married. You know what I mean? Polygamy is dual marriage. But
well, actual polygamy is probably illegal in most states. Therefore,
it's illegal in all states, I believe.
Except for Utah. Oh, okay, maybe even
no,
Utah.
It's illegal in Utah.
I just thought it was illegal.
Doesn't mean it's not practiced.
Yeah, fair enough. I know it's practiced. So if you get married before God, I mean, maybe they had maybe they went to the Bohemian Grove and Moloch was like, yes, you are now husband and wife. Maybe that's more important than anything a court could tell them. Court doesn't have to legalize a beautiful marriage.
You want to hear something kind of cool? I actually just found out about the Mormon faith. If you are married and your husband dies and you want to get remarried, you have to symbolically divorce your dead husband.
Like what? You got to go throw the ring at his gravestone? Be like,
I
we're done.
You got to go to the temple and fucking do a couple Hail Marys or turn around 3 times. I don't know what the fuck, but you have to physically divorce your husband while he's dead. And if you do get remarried, you won't become husband and wife in heaven the way their faith tells you that they do. It's crazy.
You'll be husband and wife in hell.
Yeah.
Yes, much worse. A much worse fate, indeed. All right,
debatable.
Well, since Granny ain't here, I was going to show our little Doom clip. Doom did come up with a funny little haha with Joey C, but we'll get into that whenever Granny gets back, because I don't want Granny to miss out on all that kind of fun, because we want to make him look as bad as possible. And
what happened?
I don't know. We're wondering when you're going to stop being such a diva. That's what we're doing.
Oh, I was calling Steel Toe.
Oh, what? Oh, you should have told me. I would have stream sniped.
Oh, no, I did.
Huh?
I did tell you.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to call. All right. Jesus Christ. Now I'm doing stuff on the fly. We're going to pull up next tab.
I can try again. I mean, I don't know if it's going to.
Did they answer?
Oh, yeah. Matt's highly pissed.
Oh, so you just pissed him off? I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it just so happens we can rewind it and listen to it.
Go ahead and click one of those links. Throw us a few bucks. Let's get under 200 by the top of the hour.
Let's see where we can find Granny.
He believes you.
All right. Listen,
you
commitment.
This sounds.
We're gonna get it.
Get it hooked up to the Roadcaster here.
Here you go.
There you
And
go.
then
There
we'll
you
bring
go.
Is
Granny
it because
on.
you're too busy watching movies?
Yes, I'm watching too many movies to get this all hooked
See,
up.
I do stuff.
All
I
right,
watch
let's
movies.
let's go to Granny. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Aaron, you sounded like shit to begin with, man. You sound fine now.
Okay, thank
What?
you.
Okay.
God.
You're welcome. No, I just called this shit on Matt a little bit. Is that fine?
Absolutely.
It's totally fine. Shit on me all you want.
This sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Go ahead.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right, Matt. So, about 4 years ago, I told you were dog shit on the air. Do you recall that?
No, but I mean, you weren't the only one, so you don't really stand out.
He believes you.
All right. Listen, the commitment is fucking. It's respectable. I'll say
Okay.
that the commitment is respectable. You come on here and you damn near ruin this fucking show.
Like just tonight or just in general? I've damn near ruined Steel Toe.
No, in general.
Okay, I did
I'm
cause
just
him
talking
a
about
suspension. I have done that. Oh, poor decisions, strippers assholes. Yep.
Poor
Is it-
decisions, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one might hurt, Matt, and I
Uh-huh.
don't give a fuck if I get hung up on about your girlfriend's a cunt.
Whoa.
Well, I mean,
She's a
It's true.
cunt.
she has a cunt.
Grinch girl is
She's
indeed
huge
a cunt.
fucking cunt.
Wow.
Wow.
Granny does
But
not
she'll
like
never
Grinch.
she'll never get them fucking 6 beers back, will she?
So what?
6 beers?
What's that?
The 6 beers?
Yeah. No, again, man,
I have no idea what the
Steel
fuck you
Toe.
said.
All right, buddy. Yeah, are you running out of steam?
Shout out cheeseburger pie.
Hello.
All right, I think
What?
he's running out of steam. Granny, are
I
you?
got this song for you, Aaron. Are you ready?
No, I'm not doing Jake Hudson tonight. I
Matt's
don't know.
sitting on the cold, and he's sucking up all the steel toe.
All right, God damn it. Thank you, Granny. I
I'm
appreciate
so
it.
concerned that Granny thinks my girlfriend's a cunt.
Well, I mean,
She-
what if she's a
she's
cunt?
a
His
big-
girlfriend thinks something about his chick too. So
There
She's
you have
an
it.
old, ugly fucking cunt.
Oh no, man. He thinks something about Lemmy. Oh, that what he liked to fuck her.
Oh, was he just about to bash Lemmy?
Oh yeah, no, he did right at the end.
Uh-oh, let's hear it.
I don't know what to tell you.
Is this Lemmy versus Grinch girl? Hey, it's
They've
another,
already had their thing.
it's
They've already
another
had a
internet
Lemmy versus
feud I want
Grinch
nothing
girl.
to do with.
Not
Yeah,
really.
it's the internet. It's all
When was
fake
there a
and
Lemmy
gay.
versus Grinch girl?
Somebody
Grinch girl
keeps sending me
spurned
clips
out,
of Johnny.
and I laughed at her.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't recall that. I've seen you take out a bunch of other chicks, but not her. Not yet, at least.
I'll tell you
I
what.
hope you get the
listen.
opportunity.
Fun story. When we went to the Steel Toe anniversary show last year, Grinch girl knew that I was outside, so she sent somebody to tell me that if I wanted to talk to her face to face, that I needed to come to her. I laughed, rolled my eyes, turned around, and continued the conversation that I was just interrupted in. Fuck that stupid cunt. She's a dick.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
that
Yep.
stupid cunt. Make that a sound drop, motherfuckers. That's right. Because guess what? Lemmy's doing it tonight. She's doing shots fired, motherfuckers. That's right.
I don't want to break her hip or anything like that. She can come at me if she like. I've got nothing for Grinch girl. I've got nothing.
Is she as old
So-
as like Jenny Jingles and shit, or what are we talking here?
I
Like
think I'm pretty sure
50s?
she's older than that. I'm pretty sure.
Damn,
Yeah.
Matt's into some 70-year. He's in a GILF port. He skipped right over the MILF and went to the GILF.
I think so.
That's grandmother's. I'd like to fuck, by the way. Just for those people that aren't in the know, like Granny taught me that, so I had no idea that thing existed till the day he was just explaining. Granny, I would like to fuck. And I was like, he was like, no, it's grandma. I'd
Yeah,
like-
he's banging an old fucking lady. Yeah, I'm in the chat a lot. Yes, Chris Mack, he is banging the fuck out of an old lady. She looks 75.
Jacob Ryan S with $2. What's the beef with Jim Grindle all about? Explain, buddy. if you haven't been here for the last 2 years, that shit's the oldest, fucking stalest bullshit in the world. Welcome to the internet.
The main reason I think that that's coming back up is because he's been on with Rob Saul lately, and he may have or may have not. I have not been watching enough to know. He may have dogged us on possibly Rob Saul's show, so I'm not sure. But yeah,
Us or you?
So it was explained over here, and we don't need to explain it or go into it? Cool.
Wait, was it us or you? Because last time I talked to Jim Grendel, we were cool, man.
Cool? You were very, very cool with each other.
Yeah, we met the goal.
That's special.
We met the goal.
Okay, so yes, Jacob Reines. I once upon a time did a podcast with him. We had a falling out, and 2 years later, lots of shitty stuff has happened in between. That's the story, sir. That's it.
Fuck yeah.
It's basically
all of that shit aside, I could see how you guys could have done a show together. Because he is pretty funny. I mean, all that shit aside, the beef aside, all that stupid bullshit, all the dumb stuff that happened, I feel like I would have really enjoyed watching you two work together.
And that's a fair point. And I did even say more recently that the stuff he did in Rochester was actually fairly watchable and funny. So I had to give him credit where credit was due. Like, whatever. I think he makes Rob Saul's show better. I have watched enough of it to know that. That's Rob Saul by himself. Yeah, I was going to say that's like the bottom of the barrel dog shit show, but he does improve upon it. So I would say that those guys should do a podcast together forever. Yeah, I don't know. Rob Saul been hanging out with Stuttering John, but Stuttering John's not around, so it's kind of hard to do a podcast with a guy that's leaving the Dabbleverse because it's too toxic and shitty, and I don't want to be here anymore, even though I'm the most toxic and shittiest person. That's my words from Stuttering John. Very well explained, right? Roy? Well, I guess
I'm kind of glad, man. I entered the Dabbleverse when John was nowhere to be found for a while, and it was the best version of the Dabbleverse, in my opinion.
Right. Well, we might see more of it if, did he do a podcast today? I didn't even fucking look, honestly.
I'm not sure.
He did one. Yeah, fair enough. I was busy doing other stuff like replacing broken monitors. I did get it replaced, so it's a beautiful thing having a nice full screen again. And I was doing a bunch of other stuff. So I did see some of MLC, but I didn't get to see any of the Stuttering Juan show. All right, let's get into all of this. Nick Rekieta, April art show picks. But before they get into that, they talk about, this is Kino Casino. They talk about the Ethan Ralph tampering. They got into that a little bit more because we know that there is possibly charges that were filed against Ethan Ralph for witness tampering and doxing. Doxing. That's the other thing. Because he showed his fucking house right there on Telegram, as we showed yesterday. But yeah, let's get into this. I just want to show off April looking so hot, but these guys don't think so. April, you are the hottest, and that's all there is to it. Any negativity, you just ignore it, little lady. Let's hear what these two knuckleheads have to say about Ralph.
Yeah, also consider the
I'm not
source.
showing anything though.
Yeah, but
what's that?
I said, if April's worried about what these two knuckleheads are saying about her appearance, I would just consider the source.
I have a feeling she wouldn't date either one of them.
No. I don't think anybody would date a dude that had a clearly defined headphones indentation on their heads, which I am almost positive these two have a deep, deep crevice in the center of their skulls.
It's not even just the hair, it's into their bones.
No,
their skull.
into the bones.
Wow. Into the bones. And they don't even look like they have spaghetti bones. They got fat bone.
Let's not show it actually, because that would be putting up the judge's phone number and stuff. But that's actually what's happened.
Yeah.
The judge's phone number and full name and shit are being put out by Rackhabit and the crew.
But what?
By the way, Dick Masterson is crying, saying that we're like snitching to the police. Like, it's just wild. Like, yes, what a crazy line of attack. That somehow if Ralph went to jail for witness tampering, we would lose all of our viewers and fans.
Why would we care? It's funny to us.
It's retarded. Listen, what happened, just to reiterate again, I didn't call the police.
Exactly.
Aaron Imholte DM'd me and said, can I have a link to Telegram? And like, what the Telegram? And I explained it to him so he could get it to Inspector Pamplon, who's looking into this for witness tampering. That Ralph's now admitted to, that his whole stated purpose in all of this was to hurt Aaron's credibility in the court.
But this whole snitch thing, first of all, it's funny that Ralph is witness tampering publicly, and it's funny to f him over, in my opinion. Secondly, Dick Masterson was like a piece of shit attacking the IRS.
I know
about Eric July.
All right, I don't know anything about any of that shit, and I really don't care. But yeah, I mean, he doxed Ethan Ralph doxed everybody, everything. I don't know what his motivations were, because from what I understand is he didn't really even like Nick Rekieta before this incident happened, and I'm guessing. Like, I'm still trying to figure out why he decided just to go after Aaron. I know they had their little Twitter squabble, but like Ethan Ralph did not seem to really have a reason to go after Aaron. Is there anything you know of? That, yeah, but these guys are talking like as if he had some like actual cause, like reason to go after Aaron. But for everything that I know, that does not exist. So I'm really trying to guess like why Ethan Ralph just decided to make Aaron his enemy and come in from out of town to do so. It seems kind of.
I think it started. I think it started when April DM'd Ralph when she first got out of jail. Do you remember that? That's the first real interaction that I remember this whole thing beginning with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, was he like just automatically took her side and Rekieta and like, because I didn't think they were buddies previously. I think him and Rekieta have actually had issues in the past. So
he white knighted for 8. Yeah, Colt C that's what I think. I think he saw an opportunity of everybody dogpiling on a female, and he decided to white knight for her, which isn't not understandable. You know what I mean? It's completely. When all of this first came out, you bet your ass I wanted to fucking white knight for April. That shit's hits a little close to home for me, to be perfectly honest with you. So I absolutely kind of wanted to white knight for April, but then I remembered everybody in this scenario is a fucking just dog shit brained idiot.
What do you mean? You said you related with April? Is that what you just said?
Absolutely.
What? Granny's holding you hostage in a polycule right now?
No.
You guys are doing coke and stuff? What?
Aaron reminds me a lot of my ex-husband. They have a lot of the same like mannerisms. They're even like my ex-husband's even 6'4" and kind of built the same, but not really as Aaron. Like he was kind of like hard-bodied. Aaron's like a squish body, but he was a narcissist. You know, it was just a lot of the same weird, some odd nuanced stuff was very relatable into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I related a lot with April because when I was young, I was also really fucking stupid and impressionable, and I would have bent over backwards for the man who was supposed to be protecting me. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe you should have just bent over forwards instead.
Maybe I should have, but that was pretty good.
I'm sorry. It was just hanging there. I had to. It was like a softball.
Yeah,
but I
thought about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought about it. Harry Dunn. I would love to go see Chad, but I'm introverted a lot, so
I don't even know if Chad goes out and visits people in if you came down to Tampa Bay, not like Joe. Okay, because I do believe
No, I
Joey
would
C's
want-
put out the feelers and been like, hey, you can come over and hang out with me and whatever. And
I wouldn't want to
don't-
hang out. I like not at a house or anything, but like if he were to like do a stand up in Tampa and I got a wild hair up my ass and some bravery, I would like to go see one of his stand ups or whatever and maybe like buy him a drink or something.
side splitters. Yes, if he gets booked there again. Yeah, like if it's just a couple hours or whatever. It's not too far away from me, apparently.
No, it's like an hour and 45 minutes away.
Oops. Go see. And why does it got to be Chad Zumach anyway? Why can't she just go hang out with Mrs. C and whoever else is down there? The Bums. What's the guy's name?
Spider Alamar?
No, I don't think he's one of the Bums. No, Sam or something like that. He knows him by name. He's like, oh, there's Sam. Whatever. All right, getting back into this. Let's watch the part where these guys have thoughts on April and Nick going to hang out at this art exhibit that they apparently spent a bunch of money to go to. I don't understand spending money to hang out with rich people and their stupid art exhibits, but whatever. I'm not someone with money, so I don't like people have been ripping Aaron about only having one suit. Like Melton was like, he only has one, maybe Aaron brags about having a bunch of suits and he's a liar for that. But also he has one nice suit. Like in my experience, you don't have to have more than one nice suit. Or I don't even think I've ever owned a tailored suit. In fact,
Fuck Matt, man. He fucks that stupid cunt.
coming in hot. What are you screaming about? Well, who's the cunt now? And thank you.
Is that Steel Toe? Granny, hello?
He's muted or something. Yeah, what were we even talking about before he came
Oh, I
in?
was saying he's got two suits. He's got that stupid burgundy suit that he got married in, but if he would have worn that to court, he would have gotten relentlessly made fun of.
That might have been like a rent-a-tux thing.
I fucking hope so, because it was terrible. It made him
I'm
look so
guessing.
pale.
I don't think anybody owns a burgundy suit. A Dumb and Dumber suit. Like, I love those suits.
Burgundy undershirt, maybe, with a nice black tailored like blazer or whatever, maybe.
The black
or a
one.
burgundy tie.
Fair.
Maybe not a whole burgundy suit.
Fair. But yes, owning more than one suit seems superfluous to me because they're kind of expensive. So for good old local yokels like myself do not want to have more than, I don't know, let's say a very, very nice Slipknot shirt to go to church in. That's how we do out here. We don't give a fuck. All right, back to
I have
this.
worn this shirt to school to church. I wore my faded ass Pokemon shirt to church once.
Oh.
Full blown pajamas, dude. I was like 9 months pregnant, bro. About to pop, bro. And I was
There
like, I
you
don't want to
go.
go to church if I can't wear my pajamas. And my brother was like, I don't give a fuck if you show up in a bathrobe. Just go to church. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, if it's cold outside and cold in the church, I'll be wearing a hoodie. No problem. That's happening. All right, let's go ahead and watch Nick
Ricada
and
now.
his lover, April, at their art exhibit.
Now, so Ricada is out on the town just openly with April without his wife. He's just full on show.
Wow.
So he took her to some classy event. I guess they paid $10,000 to go to this guy's event where he has a private collection of art, which includes the Hollywood sign, the original H and the Hollywood sign. But just look at this like trashy skank April.
Ugh.
Like the stunning dress. Like it's got sequins. Like it's so tacky.
It's like from the 80s.
No, seriously. And Ricada had to buy her this so she didn't flip on him in testimony. But it's like, this is so humiliating for your wife, dude.
PPP looks like he's
Oh,
wearing
now
a fucking
another-
90s bowling alley carpet as a shirt. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know whether
Yeah.
he gets off talking about like other people's
Anybody's.
wardrobe.
Yeah, anybody's appearance, right? Yeah, she whatever. She looks nice. Whatever. We don't have to bash her appearance. She looks super, super bangable, right, Aaron? And I guarantee she wouldn't touch you with the 10-foot pole. What do you call him? Chaz Bono, Granny? Is that what you call him all the time? Chaz Bono.
I don't know, man.
That dress is beautiful. I don't care.
He looks like a dug up John Candy at this point.
John Candy. I mean, body wise, yeah, he's John Candy.
No, he looks like the corpse of John Candy.
Ah. There.
Look at that swoop, dude. What is this swoop on the left? We intended to do this?
I mean, he's making fun of her outfit for looking like it's from the 80s. Well, the 80s called and they want their haircut back, right?
We can 80s right the fuck off with this dumb haircut, dude.
Yeah, the swoop and the way he has the bangs combed is absolutely 80s style, dude. The banging bangs.
Their woman, she's nowhere to be seen in any of the pictures. Your wife's sitting at home taking care of your kids
on pills.
And, well, you're pilled out of her mind, on drugs, depressed and sad. Apparently, when she was seen in court, she was like sobbing. She was sad. She was stressed out because her husband is with a woman 15 years younger than her, who hasn't had kids, hasn't her body by having kids, and Rackhabit is just publicly displaying. Imagine being his kids. God. Imagine being one of his 5 kids. One of their kids is 16 years old, right? In a couple years.
Because of this show, I think thinks I'm coming to fuck with him.
What? Like what? Ask him questions and dude, does he not know that this show is a comedy show? Like we're joking. Does he actually think you're bringing him beans and like smelling things?
I say bring him beans.
Dude, we were spitballing stupid ideas. What's his deal?
I don't know.
He's far too serious if that's the case.
Dude. Let me hammer this thing out of here.
All right. Whatever. I mean, we do want Granny to do funny stuff. It doesn't really, he doesn't have to go over the top funny stuff.
Also, to be fair, I'd also like to say that we probably don't have to like make silly little plans. If we let Granny to his own devices, it's going to be good.
I know. The whole point of the beginning of this part of the show was just joking around and giving the chatters a chance to comment and give funny ideas of things he could do. So
Joey,
it was more
we
for the
mean
fans.
no ill will. We mean no ill will, Joey. We just want to make good content. We think you and Granny would make beautiful content together. And since we live close enough to each other, it's a possibility. We're not going there. He's not going there to fuck with you. He's not going there to make a fool of you. It's a collaboration. That's that's all we're trying to do, buddy.
And we're trying to allow our chatters to make up funny thoughts in their head with their imaginations. So, we're trying to include our community because we're all about the community, right, Lemmy?
Hell yeah.
That's right. So anyway, even if Joey C doesn't like it, you guys still come up with funny ideas. We're loving the funny ideas. It's all good. Back to this.
He might be moving out of the house. And you really think he's going to still support you, Rackhabit, when you humiliated his mother like this, bro? By bringing your dirty co-core mistress out into the public sphere?
Yeah.
Well, Big Grimpin, I wouldn't even be surprised if that kid went on the casino in a few years. And that's what Rackhabit is not even thinking about. He just doesn't give a about anything but cocaine and trying to look like a cool badass for Dick Masterson online. Then we had Ralph simping for April. She's a 9 out of 10. She's like a Minnesota 4, brother.
Yeah,
like let's be real. Like when you zoom in on her face, she's a busted old dirty crack whore.
Well, I mean, maybe he thought there was a chance that him and April could hook up because he knows she puts out for one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he thought he had a chance with her. Maybe that's why he was white knighting. Typically, when guys go out of their way to white knight for ladies, they're expecting something in return, possibly. My guess.
probably. Maybe to come on his show or something. Something more realistic, I hope, because there's no fucking way that Ralph could have thought in any kind of world that he'd have a chance with April.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine, but you never know.
I don't know. She likes losers.
Fair enough. And he might be like a legend in his own mind, like other people we know that think that they're legends. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But apparently April thought Aaron was a legend at one point herself. So that's not news, is it? She could fall for, like you said, she could fall for Aaron. She could fall for anything she puts out. Yeah, you can quote that. She puts out. That's right. And I do think I have that clip for you too, Peter Sky Parker. We will play that indeed. Tomorrow, I did see that Little Miss April has a court to deal with herself.
Yeah.
And
I took a screenshot. Yeah. If you guys, I'm not sure if it's on this paperwork, but if you guys want to join in, I do believe I got a screenshot of the passcode and whatnot that you're going to need to enter the
Zoom court hearing.
Yes,
indeed. I just wanted to show this too, and it looks like April. Aaron, it looks like April has a very similar way she wants to go about fighting her court case, which is like the reasons that they got for doing the search warrant were improper, but not only that the fact that let me just read it. This is from this is her motion to dismiss complaint, the complaint against her, which is very similar to what Nick did. The defendant, April Diane Imholt, question mark, isn't it Anderson now? Maybe legally she's still Imholt. Through her attorney, Thomas Gallagher, and pursuant to Minnesota Rules of Criminal Procedure, hereby moves to dismiss the complaint. This motion is based on files, records, and proceedings herein and the following grounds. The complaint does not comply with Minnesota Rules of Criminal Procedure. The complaint fails to allege facts amounting to probable cause to believe that an offense was committed. The complaint fails to establish probable cause to believe that the defendant committed an offense. Further moves the court pursuant to the Fifth and Sixth Amendment, which is illegal search and seizure. Very similar to what Nick did. So that starts off saying April Diane Imholt through her lawyer, which it sounds like she retained a lawyer. Does it sound like Nick may have written this one up too, or this one sounds totally different in my mind? But what do you think?
It doesn't. I don't think he sounds like he wrote it. The stuff that I'm not trying to say that he's a bad lawyer, but like you can almost tell by the wording that he's got a certain type of written cadence, as it were.
No, agreed. Like when you read his motion to dismiss, it was the same thing. Like you can almost hear his voice in your head when you were reading it. It was like that lesbianic voice ringing in your head. Statement of probable cause. Okay, so and then they're complaining, it looks like, about what's in all of the stuff made public. And because the complaint is accessible to the public and the documents supporting the statement of probable cause can contain irrelevant material that is injurious to the innocent third persons, as well as material prejudicial to the defendant's right to a fair trial, it is recommended that a statement be drafted containing the facts establishing probable cause in or with the complaint, and that irrelevant material be omitted so the public can't read it. So they're just trying not to bring other people into it with the dismissal. also on the third page, it kind of goes into unlawful possession, but let me just finish this. Probable cause exists when a person of ordinary care and procedure viewing the totality of circumstances objectively would entertain an honest and strong suspicion that a specific individual has committed a crime. Since the complaint makes no allegation that the defendant possessed any illegal drugs, but merely was she was in the present in the house the same time. All right, so they're saying, and then here on the back page, the third page. Yeah. Minimum. Yeah, so it's just pretty much saying that they don't believe that there was sufficient grounds to lock her up just for being in the house, considering when they did come in, she said she was visiting. Everybody else said she was just visiting, right?
No, I think there were conflicting stories. I think Nick said she was just visiting, and
She was
Kayla
just
said that she was a nanny, that she was the living nanny.
Right, the living nanny.
Or no, I think they told the cops that she was visiting, and I think Kayla told CPS that April was the nanny.
That's where the conflicting parts come in. All right. Yeah, and we know that obviously the CPS case is totally separate from the criminal drug stuff, and the drugs, guns, and the kids are separate from that. I know that Kayla did get an endangerment charge, but it doesn't sound like that had anything to do with April. So she's free and clear when it comes to the kids stuff, as far as we can tell. So anyway, I mean, that's going to be your defense. Very similar to what Nick was trying to do. So I think I had that. Yeah, I don't want to show. I really don't want to show the Zoom link. So if people want to find the Zoom link, you're going to have to go do it on your own. I guess I could give it out, but then 10 million people will be in there trying to watch the Zoom meeting tomorrow, which was kind of funny.
There will be regardless. There will be regardless.
I mean, that shit was funny last time, right? When they had, I forget, someone said the N word, whatever. They were coming in there just trolling the whole thing. And I know that those people, the court was not prepared for that. I think they're such a tiny little town. They had never considered that people could join on Zoom and just troll them. And then Nick Rekieta came in and 10 million people showed up for their little Zoom court. I think they it got taken down for a while because too many people were there.
No, I was there. It wasn't taken down, but the judge did end up like a few times being like, if you're gonna be here, fucking mute yourself, assholes.
Well, that's what they showed up for, not to mute. Yeah, hopefully for their sake, they figured out how to like auto to mute everybody that shows up in the Zoom meeting except for the people that they want to talk. That would be wise of them.
Well,
otherwise,
having been there, I could honestly say it was before the stuff even started, and when it did eventually start, nobody said anything. Everybody was pretty respectful because I think everybody was there to see what was happening. People weren't there to disrupt, even the trolls. They were there to be like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, it was an amazing fucking day. Absolutely. We all just wanted to watch. I was just watching through a LawTube channel, so I was just watching them like live stream the Zoom, and then I watched all of Nick's little court appearances there after he got arrested. That was fun. Good times. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about when it comes to the upcoming April court case or any of the things that have happened that we've been talking about? Did you see anything else interesting this week so far? It's Monday,
nope.
so I guess
just the passcodes. And if you want those, hit me up. I'll send them to you. I might post them in the Pretty Antisocial. I think I got it from the Pretty Antisocial Discord. But there is a chance that the numbers change because there was such a big upset. I'm not sure if maybe they're more prepared this time, knowing what they're getting into.
Yeah, hopefully for themselves, that's the case, right?
Do you think there'll be more in April's court case watching in the Zoom meeting than there was in the Rekieta one?
No, I mean that was all shocking, and that was a big story, and everybody was in on it. I think that I don't think as many people are going to watch the April thing, but I do think trolls are going to be there. I can almost guarantee that people are going to be there just to porn bomb it or do whatever. That's what happened last time. As one does. Absolutely. I may have heard some N-words and stuff like that. Horrible people. All right. Well, I was hoping Granny, once again, I was hoping Granny might be here for the next thing, but apparently he wants to go talk to Joey C, talk to Steel Toe. This one's from Corndiff, the new controversy, which is Aaron and Johnny Crutches having issues because of things he's been saying lately. And things he said on Corndiff. And of course, Granny being a co-host over there at Corndiff. I thought it would be interesting to have him in on this segment, but so be it. We'll watch it. He was in on it, so this is us looking from the outside. Me and Lemmy.
We kill him with fire around here.
Hold on. Did you see Aaron covering this morning?
I have the clips. We got clips. Yeah, do you believe that's next up? My lost
37, asshole. I have enough hair. You know what I mean? I want my hairline to be even more back. Lose a little bit. It's hot in Florida, dude.
It's not nice to talk about people's appearances. We just don't do that. So yes, Toe was insulted by this clip.
Kill him with fire around here.
And apparently people must have been sending Aaron clips of things Johnny said on this show, or do you think Aaron watched Corndiff with Johnny K?
Granny is convinced that Aaron watches Corndiff so he can rip off jokes.
Fair. I mean, that's not a bad thought. I had never considered that, but so you think he watches for jokes? He doesn't watch for like content, news. I guess he already knows all the news stories and stuff, right? Trumpet07, $5. The Quadfather is a brilliant man who reads a lot of books. He must be followed. Don't spread lies about me, Trumpet07. I do not read books. I have not read a book in a long time, except for the Bible. But yes, thank you, Trumpet, for the $5. I can't imagine that Aaron watches for like news stories and stuff because he keeps up with all that kind of shit. So you might actually be onto that. Have you seen him steal a joke verbatim, damn near, from any shows that you watch?
Yeah, actually, I've seen him do it a couple times to Granny specifically throughout the years. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
One that sticks out in my mind specifically is fucking cantaloupes, because Granny, like, that was his thing for a minute. And then Aaron like tried to get in on it, and it was weird.
Was that from Granny's personal stream, like on Twitch, or from Corndiff?
Yeah. He even has like a vibrating cantaloupe emote because he was always like, "I fuck fruit," you know. Put a fucking cantaloupe in the microwave for 10 seconds and fuck the shit out of it. I fuck it to bits, man.
Okay, I don't remember. That must have been before I met him. I don't remember that one. That sounds like our Granny, though, for sure. Having sex with cantaloupe. Cantaloupe. Goisamas. Canadian $10. Thank you, sir. BYB rules. No, sir. You rule. You rule too. Even if you are Canadian. All right, let's get back to this. Thank you, Goisamas.
Johnny, the
Peter
next
Sky
question that I had for you.
Peter
No,
Sky-
go ahead. No, go ahead. No.
Peter
Chop, go ahead,
Skyparker
bud.
said with $2 saying, does Aaron pay you extra for doing overtime? And why not?
Well, he's right. Aaron doesn't pay me extra for doing overtime. But Aaron has also always said that I'm under no obligation to do overtime. Overtime is a choice by my part. I choose to do it. I also, like, what else am I going to fucking do? If I leave Aaron at 10, like, I'll have an extra half hour to do what? So, I mean, I'm not busy. If I have something going on, I'll leave at 10. And I've done
You
that.
can crank one out on VC with that new gal you found.
Fuck.
I mean, there's something to do.
Look, I'm going to be honest. If I end up buying a new laptop and going out to California for a time and having to do like Aaron's show while I'm out in California, yeah, I'm leaving at 10 o'clock unless he pays me extra. Like, I'm like, all right, my time is done. I'll see you later. I'm out of here. I have some
shit to do.
I got something to do, and I will be doing that. So, yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Well, hopefully she's as good as a cantaloupe. That's all we can hope. Yeah, I don't know. Did that really seem like a huge shots fired moment?
No, it didn't. Not even a little.
And it kind of feels like Aaron even addressing it seems kind of beneath him, if you ask me. And that's what makes me think that there might be a little bit more to their disgruntled.
No, it's on brand. It's on brand. It's just on brand. Do you remember listening to the Steel Toe comedy show that just happened when they were trying to like roast him a little bit? And every time somebody, Johnny or Matt or anybody said anything derogatory towards Aaron, even though it was supposed to be a roast, Aaron couldn't fucking help but try to defend himself about it. That's just who he is.
I mean, okay, so
it's not beneath him at all. It's on brand.
So he's got these co-hosts or people that he hangs out with, like Matt and Johnny, and he's slowly making mental notes in his mind for all the transgressions that they do. Is that something that sounds on brand, Aaron?
Yeah.
I guess, it's all the little stuff. That's why, I mean, whatever. We can go back through his co-hosts in the past and ask the same questions. Trumpet07, $5. Thank you, sir. Quad was going by the gigantic bookshelf behind you. Okay. Gotcha. LOL, readers are leaders, Quadfather. Indeed. I just have a library for anyone that has a thirst for knowledge. They're more than welcome to come into my library, and I will happily let them borrow one of my books. I have all the classics, of course.
I have many leather-bound books.
Yes, many important books. First edition, etc. All right, and of course, Aaron. He's got that was my next question was how do you think Aaron gets a hold of the information that Johnny was saying things on Corn Diff's show? Because like literally he would have had to have watched it or had to have clips sent to him, right?
I think he definitely watches anything that he thinks has to do with him. But on the other hand, I really don't think I think watching Corn Diff he would think was beneath him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is fucked
But
up.
he's the guy that claims that when he gets off the internet, he's done with the internet, but he still watches
Matt already dropped dimes that he watches NLO. So yeah, nobody's sending you clips of NLO.
Yeah.
Buddy.
That happened at the anniversary show too, right? Like he just happened to slip up and they were watching NLO at the anniversary party. It was on a TV they were watching.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, we saw Melton was talking about that. It was very, very interesting. Goisa Mas, look at you. Thank you very much, sir, for gifting one BYB Podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew. All right. Yes, thank you very much, Goisa Mas. You're the man. You the man. Let's go ahead and see his retort.
Small Town Farm says, oh my, why are we going down this read?
That's kind of mean, though, isn't it? Johnny got out over his skis. He can't ski, guys. Come on. Give the guy a break. What's he supposed to ski with those crutches? How's that work?
A road with Johnny. We're not going down any kind of road. Everybody just fucking calm down. I think it's funny that my co-host went on shows and said shit that he's never said to me. And then I fucking laughed about it. I'm like, well, that's fucking weird. That's interesting. I do find it strange that my own guy wants to like cutesy up to people who fucking hate my guts and want to dox people and shit like that.
I had to stop it right there. This is specifically what I wanted Granny to be here to answer was, why is he going on shows with people that hate my fucking guts and want to dox me? Who on this show want to dox you, dude?
Exactly. That's a pretty fucked up accusation.
Yeah. They're the last fucking people that are over there that want to dox people. Trust me. Granny's cussed me out for all kinds of stuff just for slightly stepping over the line. And I know that Corn Diff is identical to him as far as that kind of stuff goes. So chops, guaranteed, same. So I can't imagine that is that his view of Corn Diff, that they're doxing and shit?
I guess. That's incredibly weird, too, because it's remarkably weird. But because the Corn Diff show really isn't even about like drama or gossip or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And of course they're going to ask Johnny questions about Aaron. It's not like you're a fucking focal point right now because you're making a total asshole of yourself in public. I don't know why he would go on with people who would want to dox me. What? Who? Where?
People that talk shit about me, talk shit about my show, and try to dox me. I can see where he could, like, maybe he just equates to anything Granny's on as being that show, like BYB. So he just thinks that all those shows are BYB.
He likes Granny though. So I don't know. It's just a fucking that's his wordage. That's the wordage that gets,
He just wants everyone in his chat to think that Corn Diff show, our show, all the shows.
No, he's trying to scare Johnny. He's trying to scare Johnny out of doing everybody else's fucking show. Or he's trying to scare Johnny into being silent when he's asked poignant questions on any show. This is that. This is Minnesota passive aggression towards Johnny.
All right. That actually makes the most sense. Thank you for clearing that up. And I knew you would. That's why you're here. Slowpoke Rodriguez, Canadian $10, if that's such a thing. For the granny trip. Thank you, sir. I'll make sure he gets the $6.68 towards the goal.
We're Gritty.
Yeah,
She's going nuts in the fucking chat.
I did say this was the Griftcast. That's what I called it tonight. So we gotta do some grifting. So come on, you poors, give us all of your money, all of your savings. Empty out your bank accounts tonight for the BYB podcast. Goisa Mas.
PayPal, Venmo, coffee.
PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs, Stream Elements.
Robux.
Yes, David Buster's gift cards. Play cards, I mean. All right. Goisa Mas gifted one BYB podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew. Goisa Mas, another gifted BYB podcast membership. Pew, 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 pew. And yes, we do know why. We do know why you guys do that singularly, one at a time. You just like hearing the DJ air horn. We know. Or maybe you like my little pew, 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 pew. Either way. All right, I backed it up 10 seconds just so we could hear that again, and everybody in the audience can hear him say that again. That the Corn Diff Show is a doxing show that hates his guts and talks shit, which never happened, but let's do it.
Fucking laughed about it. I'm like, well, that's fucking weird. That's interesting. I do find it strange that my own guy wants to like cutesy up to people who fucking hate my guts and want to dox people and shit like that. And it's a little strange to me, but then again, what do you do? So was Johnny's visitor an actual woman? No Adam's apple. Nice enough girl. I'm not going to say too much. Nice enough girl. That's all. I believe when it comes to girlfriends and stuff like that, you just stay general, and you don't give more information than the other person would like you to give. And you kind of check with them first. Chad Buzamok says, if Johnny leaves, will Matt start coming in for mornings? Matt rules. Is Johnny leaving? Did I miss something? I didn't know Johnny was leaving. I think people are drama farming. But dude, if Matt could do some mornings, I'd be fucking pumped, dude. Matt's crushing in the evenings. Matt's doing really well. And our evening numbers are up, like way up. He really does.
I mean, I'm about to crack up because that almost all feels like little backhands at Johnny. Like you said, he's definitely, I don't know if you call that gaslighting, but he's definitely fucking with his head. Matt's the reason your numbers are way up? Matt's crushing? You mean he's laughing at your jokes more hysterically than usual? Is that what crushing is?
I don't know. I really feel like he gets more viewers in the morning than he does at night.
Yeah, I know.
By
far, exactly. So I don't even know what he's trying to say, other than, like you said, he's just kind of trying to throw Johnny under the bus, period. Starting shit for no reason.
A great fucking job on that show. Kraken Slappin says, a lot of Johnny drama. I don't think so. I'm not in the Johnny drama business. I'm really not. Johnny got a little over his skis in some interviews. We talked about it. My whole thing is I don't give a shit about me, but when he starts affecting innocent people, that's a little shitty. So we had a little talk about it and we're fine. I don't even feel the need to address it on the show really with him. I don't. When it affects private citizens and it affects private people and there's private shit that should stay private, and Johnny starts chortling and yucking it up with people that despise me and want to harm those people just to get to me, I think that's a shitty move. But there's, like I said, no drama there. It's, it's part of the game. That's something you got to deal with. It's just that when I give you money and then you cry about money and then I give you twice the money after paying you a lot of money when we had more money here, like more than anybody else would pay. It just kind of feels like the knife in your back is a little larger when people, again, do dirty shit. So that kind of fucking bothers me. But
yeah, I mean, Johnny wasn't necessarily complaining about what he gets paid. He was like, yeah, I get paid what I get paid. When he found out that Matt was making more than him or whatever, but yeah, he was making up excuses for why that was happening, that Matt does a lot of like tech work for him too. Whatever. But it sounds like, I don't know, maybe Johnny's a little underpaid, but he's not going to complain about it because he's a good guy. And he's like, well, if that's what I bargained for, that's what I get, then that's how it is. Period. Curtis Burns 360. It's as though Aaron had been preparing Johnny's departure speech for weeks now. Ooh. Yeah, Curtis watches this show every day, right? Pretty much.
No, I don't think he watches every day, but he is really into like the happenings and whatnot that's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's up on the subject.
Oh yeah, he's into it.
Like I said, he and I talked about. I went to him with it first, and we talked about it. And we came to an understanding, I think.
I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Is that what happened? Johnny Crutches woke up with Chrissy Mare's head in his... No. Horse jokes, folks. Horse jokes.
I don't know. I think this is what happens. This is just my opinion, man. This is my observations. But I think once Johnny mentioned money, Aaron's mind kind of shut off and create its own narrative of what he thought Johnny was saying. And he convinces himself that he's so right about the made up scenario that he just made up in his mind that he gives no mind to the truth. That's a narcissistic trait as well. What I think in my head is what's actually going on. Reality be damned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like constantly, every day. That's whatever the narrative is in his mind is the deal. Okay, so what was the other thing I was going to bring up? He was saying like, I don't want him to go on and do other people's podcasts and do interviews because he's going to say things about people, third parties and blah, 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 and get other people, civilians caught up in the mix.
Is he talking about Anne?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm guessing. We can all speculate, like he could be talking about anyone, but necessarily.
No, that's the only person, it's the only third party that Johnny talked about on his stream. He did. I'm pretty sure he didn't say it on Corn Diff stream. I'm pretty sure he said it on Nice Podcast Stupid. That he denied that it was Anne. We all think it's Anne because Aaron said it was Anne. So I don't know why Aaron has the fucking audacity to say he's harming third-party individuals. Motherfucker, you slipped up, bro. Not Johnny. Johnny's covering for your dumb ass.
And that's even what Melton said. Melton was like, we all watch Melton. Come on now. He said, Aaron said Anne on his stream. So thank you for saying that, because now we know her name and we can say it on podcast since you did. That's the rules, right? Once you say it, it's fair game. He said it. There you go.
He knew better. Done. He also fucking knew better. He's just a careless idiot.
Exactly. And that's what I was going to show is, let me read this first. Trumpet07, $5. For the granny trip, whatever that is. Come on, you pores. Granny's going down on Thursday to hang out with Joey C, Trumpet07. So if you're into that kind of content, which should be good stuff, then thank you. Either way, thank you for the $5 donation. We always appreciate those. Okay, so this is from the Nice Podcast Stupid. Deb and Dan the Man. I don't even know these people. Deb sounds familiar. I think she's like a Shulie fan or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, Johnny went on this on the 23rd of this month. So 3 days ago? So maybe he said a lot more stuff on this show, because I just found out about this this morning. I was looking through stuff and was like, I didn't really have time to watch. I watched just some clips of it. But he definitely was talking about like Ashley LaRue and all the timing with Aaron leaving her and dating this girl and that girl. And like he was saying a ton of shit from what I was listening to on Times 2. And I don't know, maybe he said more in this thing than on Corn Diff Show. But the pay thing came up on Corn Diff Show. So we know for a fact he was referencing that. That has to have been a thing. But yeah. He was talking about, I'm not going to play much of this. Right. I really don't care.
Nice. How's your relationship with Aaron been since some of this stuff has happened? So April, the news comes out, the blockbuster, that the drugs, and then that must have been, well, first off, maybe what was your thought when that whole thing dropped? Like what, obviously you were completely shocked. Like you had no idea that this was all going on.
Like I said, I was surprised it wasn't something I had seen Aaron is capable of doing, but
He's a
We
monster.
we had kind of stopped speaking as much as we used to, so it explained that at least. And it was a surprise. That was all there was to it. Since then we talk all the time. We've hung out a bunch. Like I just things have kind of gone back more to the way they used to be, where we hang
Right.
out from time to time. We talk on the phone and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say my relationship's really changed since everything's happened. I've learned that Aaron was apparently willing to give that a go, which was a stupid idea. But hey,
Did you?
No, just I did hear that. I thought that was kind of interesting that they do talk on the phone and they're getting along swimmingly. So yeah, like this pay controversy and maybe Johnny moving on. I mean, Johnny has alluded to the fact that he wants to spend more time doing his own podcast and get into that a little bit more. And then the pay thing came up. I would think that those reasons are the reasons that Aaron would be more pissed off than even the talking about third persons and whatever he was. It sounds like that's more bullshit. I think that's just an excuse to, like, say he has an issue with him going on other podcasts and talking about stuff. Because it's more or less not that. It's other stuff.
Yeah, I think Johnny should go wherever the fucking money is. I don't know if Nice Podcast Stupid paid Johnny for his appearance. I hope they did. If they didn't, no big whoop. We don't pay guests. But I know Horndiff gave Johnny half of the super tips that they made. So I feel like Johnny should follow the money. And if he wants to go on a show, if he's getting paid to go on a show, or if he just wants to, Johnny, do your own fucking thing. And fuck Aaron. Don't let him scare you out of doing shit that would benefit your community. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he's really got to look out for himself because we know that Aaron's not looking out for him. And the co-host of the past have probably not been very well taken care of. And I don't mean financially, whatever, just when things come up. Aaron has a way of weeding them off of the show. And I don't know. I feel like that's happening. I feel like we almost need a countdown clock for the day that Johnny Crutches is gone. Because it is a matter of time. So it would be fun.
There is one.
Who's got it? Where can we find that, Lemmy?
Hold on.
Is it on Melton Show or somewhere else?
It was the same. Yeah, it was this. I'm pretty sure it's the same website as the Imholt divorce clock.
Boom.
Here it is. Here we go. I got
They
it.
just swapped it over. They swapped it over from the divorce clock to the Johnny K clock. I love it. Good stuff. It's hilarious.
Hold on here.
But, sorry. I was pulling it up. Yeah, Aaron Imholt's co-host divorce. I love it.
I love this little blurb. Hold on. In 2021, Aaron Imholt and his second wife, April Imholt, tied the knot in Las Vegas. Since then, their marital problems have come out on their radio show, Steel Toe Morning Show. The grueling schedule of nearly 10 shows and 40 hours of broadcasting per week, coupled with domestic abuse allegations, mental stress, and resentment on air, and eventually a polycule drug den romp that makes the tabloid blush. Aaron has lost his wife, and Patrick's predictions have come eerily true. Who's next to bite the dust in the Steel Toe Empire? Patrick bets that Johnny Crutches wants out and is looking for an exit plan as we speak. Will Matt ever quit? Only time will tell. How many people can one man lose? How delusional can one audience be? How long can this last? Let's double down and let the clock roll down.
Yeah, that's very, very accurate. I think. Hell yes. Look at this guy. Goisamas coming in with 10 Canadian. Thank you, sir. I'm proud of Granny. Cheers to Granny.
You're making this really fucking hard for me for being cripple and a piece of shit. You know that, right?
I don't give a fuck about Joey C right now, honestly. We're doing topics. We can talk about. Let's go through.
I just spent a fucking hour talking to the motherfucker to make the goddamn thing go.
Cool. Matt wouldn't. He left again. Matt wouldn't quit unless Grinch Girl makes him. Grinch Girl. Why is Grinch Girl a huge steel toe fan and wouldn't forgive him for leaving the show or what?
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I know that when we were in chat together, I don't know, she just didn't like me. She thought she like ruled the roost of the chat or whatever, and she didn't like that I was mod. She didn't like the initiative that I took in chat to like post links and stuff like that. I don't know. I think I just made her look bad as a moderator, maybe.
Fair enough. Grits, Granny rules. You need to respect him more. I respect the hell out of Granny, but I'm just saying, like, timing is a relevant thing. Like,
No,
dude,
I
when
think
we're trying
Granny
to-
should respect the podcast a little bit more instead of like hopping in, hopping out, hopping in, hopping out, completely destroying the flow of the fucking show. I'm actually kind of starting to get annoyed as fuck about it. I wish he would just either stay or go.
Yeah, I don't mind talking about Joey C, and I know we got the plan coming up. I just figured we could go through the 3 more clips and talk about that stuff. And then when that was over, we could get deep into the Joey C controversy, which is not that big of a deal. I'm assuming he just saw that we're joking around in the beginning and freaked out. But
No, we're just not talking about him the entire time, so he's not going to be here the entire time.
Yeah, fair enough. Diva, I think, is the word you use usually. Accurate. All right, so let's get back into the flow of things. And of course, Johnny was on with the nice podcast, Stupid People. But yeah, I do have a clip from his show today. I don't think he talked a lot about what's going on, but he did have questions from his chat. And this is what he had to say.
Should have done that, but I don't control it. I'll make the rules. But I have early access. I've been playing it. It's been fun. I've been enjoying it. Anyways, let's get to we've been teasing it long enough. Let's finally get to Tim Dillon bitching about Kamala Harris.
Wow, you used to suck. You sucked off like 5 guys one night. I know, but that was a time when I like wasn't respecting myself, and I realized that I was doing that just because I wanted people to like me. I just didn't have any value as a human being. And you're like,
I like you guys adding the sound effects, channel points. If you want to throw the bits ones in there.
Did I mess up?
But thank you, Saint Caesar, another adding sound effects to this. So again, this is Tim Dillon losing his shit about Kamala Harris.
I've
been playing it. It's been that shit, which I don't agree. Getting destroyed by everyone. I will agree. Super Mario Brothers, like original Super Mario Brothers, is pretty good. But I don't know. Have you seen the new shooter Concord getting destroyed by everyone? Looks shit. No, I haven't seen it. And after that description, I'm not sure I want to. If I'm completely honest, we have an hour and a little like.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
I wouldn't mind a president that sucks off 5 guys. Nah, man, come on.
No,
we're not talking about Hollywood bullshit. We're talking about our fucking nation, bro. We need somebody to fix this shit. I'm tired of paying $5 fucking dollars for a gallon of milk. I'm serious. I'm over it. I'm not really super into politics, but like, goddamn, dude. I'm not trying to like spend $100 on 3 bags of groceries. That's fucking ridiculous. Get the bitch who sucks the dicks out of there. Put a guy who knows his fucking business in there.
Oh, I see what I did. Son of a bitch. All right, we're back there.
Little T shizzle. I didn't even try to ditch it.
You know
what the worst part was?
Of course, I agree with you. Yes, we need a real leader in the White House and a guy that can get shot in the ear and then, no. All right, let's not get too psycho.
If you're gonna put a woman in office, fucking put Tulsi Gabbard in there, man. She's mommy, dude. She's military mommy.
Badass. No, I love Tulsi Gabbard. Maybe I didn't think that highly of her when she was a Democrat, but I should have listened to the words she was saying and not worried about the letter next to her name because she's a badass chick, man. She's always been saying some good stuff. She has some weird ideas, but every politician has a couple weird ideas, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well,
I felt
I
bad
just
that I hit the
went to
wrong
the
button.
wrong spot.
I have a
Here
stream
we
deck
go.
here. I could have just hit the record button. Stream deck. Like I always say, go back and select the new one. But hey, at least this time it was totally me. Totally operator error. You know what'll help? That belt of old Johnny Black I just took. That'll square things away. All right, so let's get we still haven't gotten into the Tim Dillon show. Now again, I'm a fan of Tim Dillon. I enjoy. Let's see how this goes. Now, if you don't know, Tim Dillon, not a fan of, pisses me off because like I want to wear mine, but like I feel like even if I did, are they fucking glasses on chat? Mark Sloan with $4.99 saying, "I'm sorry for my super chat this morning. He just annoys me so bad when he belittles what you say and he doesn't let you talk. I tune in for you. Love you, Johnny." Well, thank you, Mark Sloan, for that. It's his show. It's his show. And I'm honestly like, people are like, oh, he cut you off when you said you wanted to talk about California Girl. I think he didn't want me to talk about California Girl because he doesn't want me to blow up California Girl. Like, I think he's worried about California Girl the same way. Like, this is the thing that people don't get. Aaron was not in any way upset with me for going on the show. What he was upset with me for was talking about things that, and he's not wrong, that maybe I shouldn't have been talking about, and how that will affect other people, not him, how that will affect other people's lives, given some of the people that that follow Aaron with less than good intent. And so I think, if anything, he was trying to keep old California Girl from being in the crosshairs because I apparently don't know how to stop talking. So that's a thing. Aaron is a tard, says Trucker 18 Wheeler.
I had to let him say that. Does that make any sense to you? Do you think Aaron gives a fuck about a girl that he has never met before in his life, whether or not people are watching close enough to catch her name and then give her? You already said that you thought that Aaron's trying to protect Anne, but now Johnny seems to think that Aaron's going far, far out of his way to protect Cali Girl.
This is damage control. This is all just damage control for Aaron's fucking stupidity.
So absolutely has nothing to do with protecting Johnny's. Peter Sky Parker also sent me a clip from this morning. I guess this would be the opportune time to watch it. Goisa Mas gifted another BYB Podcast membership. Beep, 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 beep. Thank you very much, sir. That's a bunch of them. I'll have to count them up now.
I do want to say this. There is one thing I would like to say. All this backtracking and no, Anne isn't slam piece and blah, blah, blah. I would like to say for the record that there were some people out there who already knew who she was, her name, and knew what she looked like. There was already a little dossier, as it were, on her. All Aaron did was confirm it. So.
Yeah, by saying one word,
that.
and that was that. You said that one word. Now the dossier is confirmed. Now it's on. And I'm very aware of that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, there's all of these people are collecting stuff. Whatever. People say like, oh, there's so much doxing going on in Discord. Well, no, there's just a bunch of people that are very curious about everything. For whatever reason, they may or may not want to know stuff. But yes, indeed.
Yeah, there was a group of people out there who knew her, who knew her name, and didn't want this to happen. You know what I mean? That's why it hasn't come out until Aaron fucking said something. No one cared. I don't want to say no one cared, because a lot of people cared, but a lot of people knew it was potentially dangerous for a third party that is not technically directly involved. So the people who knew her name and just didn't say anything, like, kudos to you guys. And thank you for not being absolute pieces of shit. But There goes Aaron.
I know people that knew who she was, and I met them in voice chats and stuff, and they're like, of course I have to ask, like, oh, who is she? What is it? And they're like, nah, can't do it, man. I was like, yeah, I get it. I respect that 1,000,000%. That's actually really cool to have fans that wouldn't just blabber all that stuff out. Very nice of them. Very, very cool.
I don't either, Balls. That's why I'm shocked that Aaron was so fucking careless about it.
Yeah, exactly.
The internet's not going to cater to that dude. It catered to him enough by not outing who Slam Piece was before he did. Don't. He needs. This is not a let's pity Aaron because his business is getting rooted around in. Aaron fucking brought that up. Aaron started it, knowing full well what the internet is. His biggest fucking enemy in the world.
What of this internet you speak of? What is this thing? Will it get me in trouble if I hang out on the internet after I get done with my YouTube show that's apparently not on the internet? Yeah, how about when everybody gets arrested and all this shit falls down? How about you go on a fucking you go on every big show that you can get onto and tell all about it. How about blabbering all your private information? Seems to be one of his favorite things to do.
Yep. And from my perspective, the people who knew who she was beforehand haven't said a fucking word. Not a word. It's the Uberspurgs that took advantage and ran with this. Aaron did this to himself again.
Yes, no one to blame but himself at this point. All right, let's see what Aaron thinks about old California girl, Johnny Crutches' nude lady.
Packer Backer says, does Johnny want to talk California girl? That seems that would be a topic. No, I think Johnny had a nice vacation. He had a good time. And a lot of fun was
about her a little bit.
A lot of fun was had by all. McBuster says, you just spit gas station hash brown. A lot of fun was had by all.
Fun was about her a little bit.
A lot of fun was
about her a little bit.
And a lot of fun was
about her a little bit.
A lot of fun was had by all. McBuster says, you just spit gas station hash brown all over your microphone.
I love that. So did Aaron just play like dumb, like he didn't hear what Johnny said, or what's up with that? It's funny.
I don't want to talk about Johnny's girlfriend, is what Aaron just essentially said. Read between the lines. I don't want to talk about that.
Sure. For sure. That's I'll just ignore what you just said that you were totally willing to talk about. So is that part of him being like, oh, I want to protect Johnny Crutches and make sure that he doesn't say anything about his girlfriend that will lead people to her, and then they'll find out about my other polycule that I'm involved in. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Aaron's really good at giving advice that he himself really should have taken a long time ago. So it could be out of concern for Johnny's, privacy and well-being. It is technically, I gotta say, it is good advice. Like, shut up, Johnny. Maybe don't talk about your private information.
Yeah, wow, Aaron finally shut his mouth. Yeah, when it comes to Johnny and what he wants to talk about, yep, exactly. All of a sudden, he's quiet and doesn't want to talk.
There's a stinky used boot next to your head. Johnny and the new squeeze are going to leave the toe. Shit's getting serious, says McBuster. Fucking Yoko Ono over here.
Is this better on the volume?
Yes, that's much better. Thank you. I didn't spit. I hate it when people
was
say
that Johnny saying, I know you heard what I said. How's my volume now? Because you just ignored what I said a second ago. Is that what that was?
That was Minnesota. Good old-fashioned Minnesota passive aggression.
Passive aggressive. How's my volume now? Can you hear me say, yes, I would love to talk about California girl now? Good shit.
Testing.
Aaron, testing.
They do shit and they're joking, and I look at it like they're real.
Right? When someone says there's something in your teeth and you check.
Stephen King says you got trolled and look stupid.
Sorry, anyway. You got trolled and look stupid. That's not possible. I'm the toad. I would never get trolled and look stupid. I don't even read emails that are from fake people that totally lead me astray. Would never do such a thing. Never. I don't know. I thought all of that was very funny. Yes, thank you, Peter Sky Parker, for sending me that clip. Very relevant and very hilarious. Couldn't have sent it to me at a better time. Oh, wait, no, you sent it to me an hour ago. Do better, Peter Sky Parker. And where, speaking of which, where are you, Jessica Flatcat? What the fuck? I just realized she's not here.
Where are you, Jessica Flatcat?
That's not good. I hope something didn't happen to her. All right, next clip. Yes, a little bit more from Johnny Crutches, of course. Neclo 2.0 put this one out. I thought this might be relevant. Let's check it out.
I rang that bell. Cheeseburger Pie saying welcome back, sir. Well, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Glad to be back. You may have noticed that the lights are out, but the the new lights aren't in yet. I don't think they fit. I have to double check it. I don't think they fit. So I have to use new clips and have to remount everything. It's a whole big pain in the ass. I have been exhausted from yesterday just because California Girl is awesome. Let's just get that bullshit out of the way right now. But dropping her off was a lot of work in terms of dropping my stuff off and then going and dropping her off in the cities and coming back. It was just a whole thing. I am wiped out, and I have to do a show tonight with Corn Diff, and I believe it's Corn Diff and God damn it, I was remembering Chops Talk. Back with a vengeance, says Amanda Huggins.
I just noticed. Did he leave anyone out of that equation?
He brings it back up and he says Granny too, but he's not sure if Granny's going to be there or not.
Oh, what? Come on! You're supposed to be like, yeah, you don't even give a fuck about Granny. Come on. You're supposed to be making fun of Granny with me.
No. I gotta make caveats because the same thing happens to me with this show. I'll get messages out of nowhere from people. Are you going to be on BYB tonight? Oh, you're the girl that does BYB sometimes. No, I'm literally a co-host on the damn show. You know what I mean? So I have to, I don't know.
Yes, if you go watch any show of BYB, you will see Lemmy. Every fucking one of them. That's right.
So maybe the same thing about Granny. Maybe he's like a random guest. He does like leave whenever the fuck he wants. So
yeah, you get that impression with the guy, but apparently he's one of the co-hosts of BYB. I'm not so sure right at this second, but as far as I know, he's a co-host. All right, back to it.
Yes, thank you very much. I don't know about Back with a Vengeance. Back, absolutely.
Yeah, so like with Corn Dip, I missed something? Did they ask him a lot about Cali Girl, or did they kind of skip over that whole thing? On Corn Dip?
They should have. Well, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but I don't think they really went in depth on California Girl because they understand the repercussions of doing something like that. You know what I mean? They understand that there are less than savory characters around listening for any opportunity to get any kind of information on anybody. So I think they're respectful in that regard. They're not about that sort of life. They're just trying to have a good time.
They definitely stay away from
They want to know if Johnny got his dick sucked. You know what I mean? That's all that they really. That's all.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what. Yeah, curiosity.
Saint Caesar, Johnny's a big boy. He gets the joke. Actually, at first, Saint Caesar, no, I didn't. At first, I actually at first, for some reason, I thought they were referring to California Girl as the poison. And that's just because that's what I'm hung up on. And this, did you say bon voyage? And there.
That girl is poison. Lemmy. Oh God, that's probably right up your alley. Huh?
No. I think
Poison.
yeah, I love that song.
Poison.
But I think they were referring to like, did California girl get the poison out of you? Because I've often heard cum referred to as poison. You got to get the poison out.
Get the poison.
I'm gonna come.
There was a goodbye, and I'll be honest, this won't surprise anyone. Got a little emotional after she got out of the car. Held it together. It was like, hey, yeah, let me know when you get your tickets. Let me know when you get your boarding, blah, blah, blah. And then she gets out of the, we have our little kissy moment, and she gets out of the car. I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. She's like, okay, I'll text you soon. And I said, remember, if anything goes wrong, you let me know. And I'm 180 and on the way back. And she's like, all right. And she got out of the car, and I was getting a little teary-eyed even then. She got out of the car, and I realized, now I'm going back to this and the basement, not the show. And I'm going back to all that, and yeah, I got hearing. I am also probably going to be drinking. I'm gonna spoiler alert now. I'm probably going to be drinking on Korn's podcast tonight. I'm gonna have a few cocktails.
And he did.
Yeah, he was pretty lit. Whatever. He got emotional because he knows he ain't gonna be getting laid until she comes back, right? Oh, are you giving much?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
No, shout out to the Pretty Antisocial podcast. That was a blast last Friday. We enjoyed the hell out of having them on, and check those people out on their.
Absolutely. Their schedule did change up a little bit. They're doing, instead of Tuesdays and Wednesdays, they're doing Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 o'clock Eastern.
Absolutely.
AM.
We were there today, weren't we, Lemmy? Enjoying
Absolutely.
a good show this morning. Good stuff. Good topics.
Stuff.
Good stuff. All right, back to the sadness that is Johnny Crutches, and I relate.
I may or may not severely miss California Girl,
but I ain't crying over no girls. I ain't crying over no damn girl.
Bird collector, what you started without me? Well, it's okay.
Did you give your gal pal a face party?
A couple of face parties, if you know what I mean. Plan is the trip also allows me to continue doing the show. So we
I hope she had a summer's eve in her shower.
Jesse Esparza saying, I miss you, bro. Do not go again. Okay, just stay here. Well, good news is when hopefully in the somewhat near future, when the California trip happens, the plan is the trip also allows me to continue doing the show. So we hopefully won't be taking a vacation from the show the next time we have a quote unquote vacation with California Girls.
So he's going to make himself available for a podcast on location in California when he goes out there to have another sausage party with her and face party.
Love.
Yes, I understand your Tupac references. Indeed. But yeah, I think it's wonderful that Johnny Crutches has found love at first sight, apparently. He just met the girl. She could be a complete fucking psycho. But we will... I hope so. No, I'm joking. No, I like Johnny Crutches, so let's say I hope Slam Piece is a complete psycho and wrecks Aaron's life again. Unlike the way I feel towards Johnny Crutches. I hope he finds true love, gets married, and has lots of puppies.
I don't think he's got time enough for that, if I'm being honest.
Oh, well, he can leave puppies behind if he's going to leave this little earth we live on here.
I'm just kidding, Johnny. I love you. You're going to live forever, dog.
Yeah, fair enough. Damn it. Yeah, we're never going to get to the clips of Joey C freaking out. That pisses me off. Fucking Granny. Fuck you, Granny.
Then fuck it. We'll end early. Fuck him. Fuck it.
No, I got more stuff. No, we got a ton more shit. If you want to talk about that whole thing, we should like dive into it a little bit. Much like Johnny Crutches dives face first into Muff. Just like that. No, that the other thing was I saw that there's this is from Alyssa Clips, who has been keeping up on the Keanu thing. And this is a revenge porn follow-up. I don't think we've heard much about the revenge porn thing, but there was an update on Keanu's side of it, which makes sense because the
Keanu's still streaming?
Boom! Got her. You got her, Lemmy. You got her. You got her a lot, but keep getting her. That's funny. Yes, indeed, Keanu. I think she's moved on from bashing you. So maybe you can find a little love for Keanu.
Well, I have nothing but absolute neutrality for that girl. How about that? It's the best I can do.
Good enough. That's good enough. Neutrality works. And also, Joey C, I have neutrality towards you now. So chill the fuck out, man. We're just making jokes over here on the BYB podcast.
Exactly. Yeah.
We
I
do
like it.
jokes.
I wouldn't let these fucking assholes harm you and your family or anything like that. I like you.
There you go. All right, let's hear an update from what's going on with Aaron M. Holt and his apparent revenge porn possible charges coming. Let's hear.
Last night, I get a call again from Officer Shmishmashma. And when I know, when I see St. Cloud, Minnesota on my phone, I'm like, must be Officer Shmishmashma calling to speak about the revenge prawn charges, which I assume, I guess they're trying to get Aaron for. I guess they've pressed charges or filed a report. That's all I know. She doesn't tell us anything. She just needs to know like details. She's like, this may be an awkward thing, but can you describe the photo?
Oh my God.
And yeah, I'm like, it was very tasteful. And she's like, I know that your fiance deleted it, but can you describe the photo? And from what you told, I'm like, standing, tasteful. She looks great. And she's like, that's not really what I mean. Could you see her breasts? Could you see?
And did you say yes?
Well, I said, well, of course, yes. And then she's like, and anything from the waist down. I'm like, but is it a vagine photo? If it's like just the
full
like
frontal?
Yeah. It was like if you took an OOTD, like a selfie in the mirror, like an outfit of the day, but you were standing up.
Oh, I was going to say, what the fuck is OOTD? Okay, outfit of the day. Yeah, like we almost need like an artist's rendering of this said photo. Yeah, we need to get Ray DeVito in on this to do a drawing for us, maybe for a super chat. Yeah, let me.
I was just going to say, anytime I hear... I didn't know what OOTD meant either, because OOT in my world is Ocarina of Time. So my mind goes straight to Zelda. Deluxe edition?
I never played Zelda, so I don't know. That's a new one on me.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's why you are on the BYB podcast and not someone that knows what OOTD stands for.
I got Navi flying literally above my head right now. Come on, guys. Come on.
There you go.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like she was like, because like it wasn't like she was on a bed with her legs out. It was very
just
bummer.
Kind of posing.
Yes.
When I picture Kayla, she's laying on a bed with her legs spread wide. That's just me, though. I don't know about you people.
When I picture Kayla, I picture her foot in Nick Rekida's mouth.
Yes, indeed. I took that picture out of here, didn't I?
But naked. And that's exactly how I tried to explain it. And she like, no, I totally understand. But and then I guess Aaron had taken the photo, but she was posing for it. Which fine, you don't send it to anybody else. But the thing is, I just don't know how to describe. I'm like, well, yes, she was nude, but also there was no like, I couldn't see like her ovaries or anything.
Genitals.
It
Damn
wasn't
it.
lying back.
Right,
So
right.
it's awful.
Yeah.
Thank you, all of you nutty fucking assholes, the Racadas and the Imolts, and all of you alike, for dragging us into this fucking cockamamie thing. I love hearing from the St. Cloud, Minnesota officer goddamn lady asking me
Shmita.
about the nether regions of fucking Kayla Racada, okay? No one asked for this photo. No one did. I'm like, it's a lady that wasn't nude that I know, to my knowledge, is Kayla.
All right, blah blah blah. Okay, actually, this is just
hard to
way.
listen to.
It's just way too long of a clip. Sorry, we're going to end that there. Yeah, she's just repeating the same things over and over. And yes, we do need an artist rendering that would clear things up for all of us.
Yeah.
Indeed. No, I've always thought the Ricada lady Kayla, she's not bad looking, man. She looked pretty good in that group photo the other day with Ethan Ralph. I did notice that April stayed as far away from Ethan Ralph in that photo as she possibly could, which indicates that even if he's into her, it's not reciprocated. She's not into him. Holy shit! Look at those boobies. Damn. All right. Yeah. Let's get into some of the ISO stuff. Yeah, you cool?
Sure.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
I know it's
That's
it's
crazy.
It's a sensitive topic, but it's so wild. I can't help myself but not to like.
Yeah. That's an absolute banger of a scandal, if you ask me. Holy shit.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, get right into it. This is Carl. He brings
Carl's
it
a
up.
dork.
Oh no, okay. Yeah, Carl is a dork. I think everybody can agree on that. That's the one thing that the entire Dabbleverse and beyond can agree on, is just listening to Carl talk for about 20 seconds and you will realize the guy's a dork. That is the truth. But yeah, no, okay. So before we even got that far, I was just going to talk to you personally about weirdos, like 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds that used to date high school chicks. Did you experience that when you were younger and not really think much of it till you were much, much older and then look back on it?
Yes. When I was 18 years old, I married a 24-year-old who had already finished an entire fucking military, like the 4 years in the military. So
And were you with him the entire time?
No.
Oh, okay.
He had done
I was
4
gonna say,
years when
Had
I
he
met
been
him.
banging you since you were 14? That's what I was
No.
asking.
But I got
Okay.
married very young to somebody much older than me. But I don't really, I don't know. Looking back on it, I wouldn't have done it. It did seem a little predatory, especially considering that he was like on recruiter's assistance when I was trying to like actively join the military. So it puts like another like power
Oh, is that
dynamic element
literally how
into
you
it.
met the guy?
Yes.
He was recruiting you not just to be a Marine, but also to be his lady.
To take that dick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. And there are the boobies to behold. I mean, that's looking fucking rocking in that outfit, huh?
Shoo, that's my girl.
They're about to pop out. Let that imagination run, people. Go for it. Have at it. But yeah, this is a super interesting clip I heard, and it's all about Brian Johnson. But also, like I've told you this before, but back in high school when I was 14, 15 years old, 16, 17, we would party with guys that were 20 years old plus. And all those guys were banging chicks in high school. We were all partying and stuff, and I didn't really think much of it, And looking back, it's like, oh, those motherfuckers were just straight up molesters, like fucking disgusting. Like, when you grow up and you look back and then you're like, wow, that was horrible. I can't believe that I didn't catch that when I was in high school. Like, it just never even clicked in my mind, like, oh yeah, these people, that girl is with that guy, and like I didn't really consider it. But
Are we talking
yeah,
about,
then I turned 8.
Listen, were they 18 and in high school, or were they like 16?
No. Yeah, 15, 16, 17, and dating dudes in their 20s. And I didn't even pop in I was fucking girls that were illegal. You know what I mean? They were predatory on me. Like, looking back, I don't really care. Obviously, I was like, yeah, awesome, I got laid. But looking back, when you're having sex with chicks, I was like 15, 16, having chicks that were 18, 19, 20. That's illegal.
It is.
On their part. But
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I had good dads, man. I swear to God, because if I was 15 years old and I came home with a 20-year-old, that guy would have never come back because of my father. My father would be like, you're a fucking freak. I don't know what the fuck you're doing with my daughter, but I'm calling the cops, or I'm going to beat your ass. You got a choice, buddy. Either way, you're not leaving my front porch unrestrained. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's the correct attitude, indeed. I think I like your dad already. All right, let's play this clip. This is super creepy. We're about to get into all the predatory stuff, so let's kick it off with Brian Johnson.
There was a period where Brian Johnson, our friend Brian, was I was like 18, 19, and Brian was like 20, 19 or 20, and he fell in love with a fucking 14-year-old girl, and they had a very chaste yet romantically based relationship.
Uh-huh.
And I remember being at the rec center in Highlands. We all used to work at the Highlands Recreation Center, and having, like, it drove Walter up a fucking tree. Like, Walter was just like kind of the way I am now. It's just like, it's just insane, stupid, and fucking, why would you ever in a million years? She's a child, and how can you have anything to say to her? What do you fucking talk about? And we'd make fun of Brian because we call him the couch tabber, because one time we were there at his house and she was there too, this chick. And he sat on the couch and he tapped the couch next to him, and she came and sat down like a fucking dog. So we called him couch tapper for a long time. But we got into this heated exchange at the rec about whether or not it's illegal. And so we called the Highlands police to find out what the age of consent was in New Jersey, because we had kind of like, I'll bet you it's this, I'll bet you it's that. So we called up and talked to somebody at the desk, and we were like, hey, we just wanted to find out what the age of consent is. Long pause after that question. And the first question, and then you get asked the question right back to you, which is like, well, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, it's not for me. We're just, can you settle a bet? And they don't believe that shit at all.
Yeah.
But it turned out it was like 16. So this chick was 2 years below the age of consent.
I think the average is 16, isn't it?
I think it is.
I wonder if it's below anywhere else in the country.
I mean, the prejudice thing would be like, well, in the Deep South, I'm sure it's way lower.
Yeah, disgusting. And I was just watching, it's kind of weird though, that came up recently on censored.tv, and they had the cop show, and they were talking about that, and apparently New Jersey is the worst state with 16. Most of them are 18, and just a few are 17. So actually that's not true. New Jersey is the worst.
16. I thought like Washington was also 16. When I was getting into the Onision lore, I found out that he like flew his 16-year-old girlfriend to Washington so he could bang her.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, trying to get around the laws by going to a state that's, yeah, that's creepy and horrible and not good either way.
Lesbian Seagull, I think Carl's fucking retarded. I literally can't stand the guy's voice. Sorry, Carl. Nothing personal. But
no, Lesbian Seagull would love you in Beavis and Butthead, but also, no, Carl, we will not defend Carl because he has been defending whatever. To a certain degree, I got really fucking pissed the other day. I was watching Melton show, and he started doing a little bit of stuff that I wasn't into, and I like spazzed out. And I've had the same feeling kind of watching Carl lately. Like I I haven't been sending in super chats saying like "go fuck yourself," but I felt like it a few times. It's like, son of a bitch.
Jokes are one thing, but like sympathizing or trying to empathize or explain away that much CP on somebody's fucking hard drive, that is next level
bueno.
fucked up, man. And I will absolutely judge your character. That's
Agreed.
fucked up.
Agreed. So yeah, moving right along, Shulie got this super chat, and it began a long conversation about all the what we watched yesterday. Oh, okay, you weren't there yesterday, but we watched that clip of Kevin Brennan, and he was watching the video of all the times that that Shulie has brought up Isodo since he left the show, apparently for like marital stuff. But Shulie had said he's never talked to him or dealt with them ever since the arrest happened last year when he left for allegedly marital stuff. But then there was that long supercut of Shulie bringing him up like 20 times in the last year. So that just flat out proved a lie, for one. It doesn't prove anything besides the fact that he lied about it. That specific point, I just want to make that very clear, that he only lied about that specific point, that he had not been in communications with him for the last year, which is totally untrue, and that's been proven now. And Shulie, he acknowledges that. But also, people have questions for him now. Of course, they're going to have questions and call you a flat out liar because you lied about one thing. So now they can say, it's like the cocksucker thing we talked about earlier. Suck one cock, you're always a cocksucker, right? Lie once, you're always a liar. So there you go.
On the numerous clips of you and producer Joe saying ESO's still working there and would even be at DabbleCon. Some of these clips were as recent as a couple weeks ago. Thanks. No problem. So originally when ESO left, he said he was going through an ugly divorce. And the first thing we agreed as a group was to not mention that ESO was leaving, because at that time, Muttering Jay was, going after producer Joe, digging up all his shit. And we were like, this is an ugly divorce. We don't want ESO shit getting out there. So we would just say ESO's still around just to keep the trolls out. He had no access to anything. He had no contact with anybody as far as work or payment. And all of us just assumed he's doing a divorce thing and figuring it out. So that's really all the comments were. And by the time we were heading to DabbleCon, none of us knew any of this shit. So I didn't know that he was this fucking monster. And I was hoping to see him at DabbleCon. I hadn't heard from him in a long time. So, yeah.
And I thought he said, back when he was going through a divorce and he had to get a regular job.
Right. He was working with his family. That's
right.
what we'd heard.
Right. The way it was explained to me was it was going to get ugly over the kids, and he needed something steady and something, a real job. And so we understood. So, but look, there's no denying ESO is the one that helped me start broadcasting, doing all this stuff. He helped us with everything. He was our only producer back then. We had no staff. It was just us and ESO. None of us knew. And at that time, he was part of the team, up until we found out what we found out.
As is with any of people like that, or
sure.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know until you know, and you've worked with, people have worked with these people until you find out.
Right. But that being said, let's go back to your theory. If my friend told me he was getting divorced and wouldn't be around for a while, I wouldn't immediately think that guy's into kids. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe me and you are just idiots, Roy Ray. Maybe we're just doing it wrong.
Well, again, it's also, if you kind of knew somebody, if you knew somebody was doing that kind of thing, we wouldn't say like we all got together and said, hey, let's keep this guy close to us. This could be good for us. You know what I mean? Like,
there were
let's
people
just keep him in the wings just in case that
he pulls pictures fast. We need him, you know what I mean? Like,
there were people that worked.
Good job, Bob. See, that's how you make pedophilia funny. There it is. Bob gets it. That's why Bob's funny. See? Always funny. He was really fast at bringing up pictures. I wonder why. Yes. So whatever. Whatever. The point really was that he's trying to play a little cutesy when you bring up the fact that he had talked to him a shitload of times. I guess it doesn't. You can't expect him to know exactly that he was lying to him about the divorce thing and leaving his wife and kids and blah blah blah. So I understand Shulie's point. I just have to call him out for being a liar, and for Carl and Melton to back him up on that part of it. It's like, whatever. Yeah, we didn't expect you. We don't expect you to know exactly what that dude was doing. Yeah, I would be a little curious though. We showed a lot of stuff yesterday. Like he definitely made phone calls to him around Christmas time. So he was definitely in communications with him. Right. Moving right along. Him and Shulie and Muttering Jay. We're getting into it today on Twitter, and I thought that was kind of interesting to watch as it unfolded today. Yeah, world exclusive. Muttering Jay was banned from Reddit for posting underage children. That's very interesting, considering these are the people coming after him. Protest too much, right?
Are you trying to equate Muttering Jay into being a predator?
Not necessarily. I don't even know what those pictures are. I've never seen them, and I would like someone to show us, or maybe I don't. Whatever. Like, there has to be some documentation to the fact that happened, if that is the case. I have not seen proof that Muttering Jay got kicked out of Reddit for showing pictures of kids. So I do not know that to be fact.
I wouldn't. I mean, if somebody were to make
anybody of that.
Yeah, if someone were to do that, it would be just as easy to take a screenshot of the post and blur out the kids' faces or whatever the fuck.
Bingo. But yeah, I guess if it was like I don't even know what Reddit rules are, and I guess I don't have to worry about that, so we're good. Yes. Hey, Muttering Jay, you seem to be tweeting a lot. Everything okay? Since you're posting so much, can you answer the questions people have been asking? Is it true you were permanently banned from Reddit for posting pics of underage children? Have you posted those pics and others in Discord? Why do you have pictures of underage children saved on your computer? I'll hang up and listen off air. So, Shulie calling them out. Because
like that Shulie doing a little bit of damage control and being over dramatic about it. But I could understand Muttering Jay does, he pops off a little bit. He does pop off. I like him a lot, but he does pop off a little bit. But
yeah, exactly. And like you said, I mean, if Muttering Jay's coming at him hard, like as per usual, nothing new there. But yeah, like, since this whole thing has come up, Shulie has been really on the warpath to fight everybody that's saying anything besides Shulie's 100% good on this. And Muttering Jay is another one of them. He's not explaining anything, but because he can't, he's caught and he knows it. Muttering John and his pals are in Discord right now freaking out about how to handle this. Highly doubt that. It's possible. Is everybody in? Do you love how Discord is used automatically by all the boomers? Like the Discord. This is where people get together and they make up plans to do horrible things like doxing and whatever else they think happens in Discord. I do think it's hilarious. Moving right along. Sick fucks making excuses for other sick fucks. It's everyone else's fault except for the creeps doing it. Another proud MJ supporter. So yeah, Joe Exotic. Are those pictures that were already posted online by your children? Sounds like bad parenting on your part. I'm not really comparable to CP, but whatever.
That's my thoughts on it. It's not comparable whatsoever. Not even a little bit. It's the equivalent to Aaron posting pictures of his kid and then somebody going and screenshotting that Instagram post and putting it on Twitter.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's an unfortunate truth. It's happened to me. It is an unfortunate thing that happens, but it's absolutely not comparable to having 6,000 pictures on your fucking hard drive, dude. Not even a little bit. So for Shulie, I like Shulie, but for him to like try to go off on like use this as a route to take some of the P file heat off of his little deal, this is not a good look. Not a good look.
And that seems exactly like what he's doing. Trying to publicly battle someone so people see it.
Yeah, along the same vein as like the whole boomers and Discord thing, I think that the older generation think that everybody on the internet is a fucking faceless idiot that needs to be told what to think, and that they're not actual human beings with functioning brains and can rub two brain cells together and figure shit out.
Right. They forget there's a lot of smart people on the fucking internet. That's a fact. Whether they like it or not, whatever they think about whatever's happening on the internet, not necessarily what the older generation thinks is going on. Goyser Mass, you're 56, but you're not a fucking idiot either, and you're not a boomer.
That's not a boomer.
Talk to you.
Yeah, that's Gen X, right?
56? Yeah, that's probably just outside of boomer age, though. It's probably close. Los Federales. All right, popping right into the Carl talking about all this stuff. And you wanted to talk Carl? We'll talk Carl. Here we go. Yeah, I'm the last year of Gen X. 79. Divine.
I'm a millennial.
Yeah, like 80 and after.
And drink on
80,
that.
I think 81.
No.
81. And oh yeah, okay. So Jody B was also on this show, and Jody B gave us a couple BYB shout outs too. So shout out to Jody B for being not just a good guy, but a great co-host when he comes on here. It's a lot of fun having him on. Yeah, Jody B, the man. Looks like he's going to be a WATP regular. I mean, he was on a couple weeks back. Now he's on again on Point Double Point here. And he does a good job. Keep having him on, Carl, even if you hate our opinions.
Kevin's doing this thing that really is so far beneath him. This is something that like Rob Saul does or Chad Zumock would do. I don't know if Chad's done this or not. I don't pay attention to him, but I know Rob's done this. Where now they're trying to say that because ESO, who was employed by the Shulie network or Shulie's whatever, because he was caught with child porn, it's obvious that Shulie and people have brought it to me and we were all involved and there's all this cover up. And listen to this stretch from Kevin Brennan.
So again, nobody cares about these clowns unless they're watching Stuttering John. And nobody cares about them at all now, because of the kiddie porn. Go ahead, support them. Keep supporting them and their kiddie porn ring.
Really good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you as well, buddy. They're all buddies.
Oh,
Did anyone have anything happen to anybody this week?
He hates that. Oh, they're friendly with each other. They just hung out last weekend. Successful show, an event, and they're still buddies and doing shows together. That nothing grinds his gears more than seeing other people get along with each other
and make money.
And make money. He hates that.
He wants to kill joy. He's a killjoy, literally.
Yes.
Every time he walks into a room, nobody should have fun ever. And if not, Kevin's going to complain about it.
But what a shitty thing. And it's just beneath Kevin to say, if you watch the Shulie network, you're supporting a kiddie porn ring. Yeah. No, there's this one fucking guy who was a piece of shit. We've all disavowed. We've all said everything you're supposed to say about a guy like that when you find out about it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like this is disgusting.
Yeah, like you're supposed to say, like, yeah, I haven't had contact with him for the entire last year. Since that happened, I have actually not even talked to him, or we have not had communications with him. And his email is totally still not being used. And we totally didn't invite him to DabbleCon 2 weeks ago and expected him to be there. Totally not happening.
Also, is this what Lesbian Seagull considered Carl sympathizing with a pedophile?
I mean, maybe. I think he's sympathizing with Shulie, and that's a stretch to say you're sympathizing with pedophiles if you're like trying to take Shulie's side on this.
Oh, okay. So this is a person who doesn't think for themselves. This is a person who just wants to write fan fiction of the worst possible thing ever. Okay.
Remember that
I get it.
Lesbian Seagull is a person, is a free thinking person. Come on.
Oh, so they get to think what they want. So they want to think that more people are pedophiles. Got it.
There are more pedophiles than you could ever imagine, Lemmy. Actually, it does kind of seem that way sometimes when you watch it. It's like, Jesus, that guy's this guy. I've been shocked quite a few times by people that I thought were norms and turned out to be total shitty scumbags. Hit the like button, you creeps. That's right. Hit that like button. Tickle to subscribe. Click that like button like it's your bean, ladies.
He's a worthless individual. I hope he gets butt raped every day in prison. And
Agreed.
What else you want?
I had to hit both sides of it.
Oh, of course, Carl would talk about butt sex. Of course. Closeted. Yes.
The other night, because we watched that whole 6-minute long video, and at the end they were like, well, what does this mean for the way he does it? I said, listen, man, the funny answer is to go, oh, Shulie's mad because he's not going to be able to get any more porn from his producer. Her. I said, but the serious thing is I'd be upset too if I realized that I'd had a potential child molester in my house at my live shows with my kids. I don't know how many fucking times that they interact with each other. And as a person, me, Carl, Chris, I don't know how close you were with Podcast Hitman. We've been through this. Like, it's crazy to find out that you were talking to a fucking lunatic, and it takes a while to really process that.
I thought
so. They're referring to the guy that killed his girlfriend, and she was like sitting just off screen the entire time. That's insane. That was a wild story. She was bagged up in pieces in the corner or something like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the guy that ended up like killing his girlfriend in the house and was doing podcasts with her dead body like in the background and shit in a garbage bag.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, hardcore. I think Carl was covering the guy at the time or working with him, one of the two.
Jesus. So that equates to Carl is a murderer, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's
okay. I need cool beans. I just let him tally that one down.
He's an accessory to murder. Let's just say that.
Okay.
I know it before. Podcast Hitman came on my show. He ended up murdering his girlfriend. A friend of mine I went to high school with and played soccer with ended up murdering his uncle not too long ago.
It's like, I'm starting to see a pattern here, Carl.
Yeah, right? Oh, everyone in your life is a child molester and a murderer? Yeah, but not me. I'm the only good one.
So I get it. That's all you can say. You can say, listen, the dude got caught. He did some fucked up shit. We're dealing with that. I saw they started deleting episodes too, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think that's weird.
I guess that's a good point. Would you take down every episode that dude ever showed his face on?
Yes, I fucking would. Because I wouldn't want that shit on. If he didn't take it down, he would be more persecuted for, why are you leaving it up? You're supporting a fucking pedophile. You're profiting from a pedophile. No, get that stain off of my channel. Why? You can't please everybody all the time.
Yeah,
plus can't please everybody all the time.
It's a no-win situation.
Yep. I get that shit off of my fucking shit. Yeah, I would have gone back and erased everything that he had anything to do with. Fuck that.
Hell yeah. Greg Edwards says she was there for like 6 months. So the corpse was there at his house for 6 months.
What was his name? I gotta fucking. This is what I'm gonna fall asleep to tonight, probably.
Something Hitman Pod. Something Hitman Pod. Something Hitman. Son of a bitch. One of you guys in the chat probably know it. Greg.
Also, there's like 55 of you in here. If anybody off chance knows if Rusty Cage is still alive, could you like get back to me with some like screenshots of proof of life? I don't know if, and not everybody's gonna know what I'm talking about. Probably a very small amount, if anybody. But
I just saw a clip of Rusty Cage today on Reddit. When I was looking through stuff, I saw a clip. I don't know if it's recent or not. I'll look it up for you too.
Okay.
After the show.
Shulie mentioned this on Point Dabble Point. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, kind of
Agreed.
thing. So if he leaves
There's
some
no
episodes
win
where
on that
Esso's the co-host or something, people are like, this is disgusting. He's still trying to get views and profit. I was like, he did the right thing. Scrape all of that shit off the internet.
Yeah, if you
get
have
rid
the
of that
option,
guy.
I understand that. But I get it. But it's kind of like sweeping shit under the there's no right way to do it, man.
He's not
It's a-
sweeping
it's a
anything under the
shitty-
rug. Okay, so this is what the narrative is. This is what Kevin Brennan, this is him gaslighting his audience. That
No, you can't really gaslight the audience because they all saw, they know. And like you said, I mean, people aren't that stupid. They don't need to be told what to think. And obviously, he's brought it up a bunch. Shulie has. He may have lied a little bit about the talking to him in the last year, but other than that, he's been pretty forthcoming as far as I'm concerned.
This is a tender situation that being live just exacerbates into like the nth degree. You know what I mean? It's crazy. What a fucking shit show to find yourself in the middle of. I'm not making excuses for Shulie or anything, but I can appreciate the absolute magnitude of the situation at hand and how personally it hits home for him. Because like he said, the guy was in his house. That's got to be a very jarring, violating feeling.
Yeah, around your kids and shit. Absolutely. That would piss you off a little extra. Absolutely. All right. Let's just move on from there because I don't think there's much more you can say about this situation at this time. And like I said this yesterday on Weekly Dabble Review. If there's ever any evidence that Shulie knew about the charges or that kind of shit, then boy, oh boy, this story is going to grow some legs quick. But until then, I don't really see where you can really blame the guy too much at this point. But give it time. We will see where this story goes. What do we got here? Night dinner. All right. Well, Lemmy, you got to take off.
I mean, if you, I do early shows. I gotta be.
Yeah, no, I was gonna let you get on out of here, and I was just gonna go over a couple more topics that I thought were funny, but it's you're more than welcome. Let's see, what do we got? There we go. Everybody, go follow Lemmy. Lemmy, what kind of a show do you do in the mornings?
A superior morning show. If you catch my drift, don't watch Steel Toe. Don't watch me. It's far better. I'm just kidding. I mean, if you want to watch Steel Toe, go fucking for it. But I do also do a show in the morning on Rumble and Twitch. If you want to come hang out, you can come request a song and I'll talk through it.
Yes, thank you very much, Lemmy. You have a wonderful evening. And you find folks that are going to stay and hang out with me. I'll
be in the chat.
We'll get racist now. We're going to get super racist.
How dare you? All right, I'll see you guys.
Better off you're going to miss that. You don't want racism.
Fair enough. See you guys. I'll see you guys in the chat.
Nice. Goisa Mas, $10 Canadian. Lemmy rules. You got that fucking right, buddy. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack. Yes, thank you very much, Goisa Mas. You've been very giving tonight. We appreciate that. What do you mean by that? She talks. Oh, sorry. She talks? Yes, she talks every episode, and you know that, O'Gain. O'Gain! Let's get that back up here. I need to leave that up a little bit longer, but all you people need to wake. If you're on the West Coast, you need to wake up early in the morning and go watch Lemmy. If you're on the East Coast, you have no excuse. You better be watching Lemmy, or else she will find out where you live and come hunt you down. Sounds like she's out of hand. She's all right. Let's get right into it. What the hell? Get the banner off there. That's where you can find Lemmy. If you haven't figured out where she's at yet, we will not forgive you. So go find her channels and subscribe to all of them. And hey, why don't you get a membership while you're there? She's on Rumble. I don't think you need a membership for that, but go get a subscription to her Twitch channel. That's what they are, like subscriptions. You need to go do that as soon as this show concludes. But yeah, I'm sorry, folks. We're going to have to get a little bit racist right now. That's just what needs to happen because I've been watching Kookie's show lately. And yes, so much racism over there. I'm sure you guys are very aware of the smoke detector chirps in the Black community and their inability to audibly hear the chirps. Greg, yes, I'm talking to you. You've probably never heard the smoke detector chirp in your life because your DNA does not allow you to do so. This is a growing trend that I see on TikTok, Twitter. All these posts where there's interviews going on these big shows, and the Black folks do not seem to be able to hear that. So we're going to go through and give Big Black a bad time. Yes. All right. So this is from the other night. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I called you out. That's right. I called you out. Greg Edwards says, fuck you. You aren't even able to change your smoke detector. That's true. I bet you can't even, Greg, I bet you can't even name what kind of battery goes in a smoke detector because you've never changed one. So whatever, at least I know. Let's get into it. Yeah, so Big Black calling in to the Tukey program, late night bedabbling with Cardiff and his buddy El Horrible. Big Black is a regular caller all the way back since the Howard Stern days, many moons ago, back in the 90s. So he's kind of a legend in the community of people that love their Howard Stern, which obviously Cardiff and El Horrible are. Let's get into it. This is a phone call from Big Black, and it's hilarious.
Say it now. It'll be better than if I have to hear it from a third party.
If I say it now, do I have complete immunity?
Yes, of course.
Oh, good.
Same with the other idiot.
Good.
Wherever he is.
I'll let
But
OJ.
yes.
I'll let OJ go first.
My God, if I find out the two of you are fucking kidding.
But yeah, okay, so I set that up badly. Before Big Black calls in, there's actually Cardiff's take on all the kid diddling stuff. So I guess we weren't actually through with all that. Let's hear Cardiff's take on it, and then Big Black calls right in after that. So it's just like a minute worth of kitty diddling.
Kids, it's over. The whole network is over, and then I'll have to fake cry. I'll have to go on and fake cry. You don't want to have to see me fake cry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna weigh in and say that Shulie fake cried, but it's reminiscent of all the times that Steel Toe had some cries, and he also touched his eyes and wiped something away, allegedly. So I don't know how sincere that cry was. We'll take him at his word for now.
What was the
that he was crying?
The theory out there was Muttering Jay and John were
planting 6,000.
No, they turned no. We know it was producer Joe planting the images to move up the ranks.
My God.
No, Muttering Jay and John knew about it, and they were blackmailing like ESO for information.
Really?
That's a theory. I don't know.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. So that's why they're saying John's not talking about it, because ESO was John's mole, but they were just using that. Like, well, we won't say anything about this if you give us stuff on Shulie.
That's crazy.
And that, I mean, that's very true, because John has brought up the fact that he has a mole on the inside of the Shulie network many times. During my time hanging out with John, he had brought that up a couple times. I never talked to him behind the scenes about that. But yeah, he had brought that up quite a few times. I just always assumed it was bullshit, so I never even really dug into it, because I knew the Shulie network only had a couple of people behind the scenes, so that didn't make any sense whatsoever. But yeah, it is funny to think that was a possibility. I don't know. Cardiff, go for it.
Dirt.
Chirperson, you're on the air.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yeah, Chirperson, i.e. Big Black.
Oh, man.
Yo, I'm really sorry about yesterday.
Yeah, I felt like you decided that you second guessed your offer and said no Big Black. What's going on? I'm hearing like an echo.
You're hearing an echo? I don't hear an echo.
In the echo.
No, I don't hear. I'm sorry, I don't hear it.
Hey, okay, well I hear it, but let me just ask Carter for a question.
You hear a smoke detector that goes off every
one.
15 seconds.
Yeah, you
Does
keep
it
hearing
bother
it
you?
chirping. What's up, Big Black?
I usually have earbuds in my ear, so I don't hear it. So that's why.
Oh, okay. So it's not a black thing. It's not that black people can't hear the chirping sound. It's that you have an earbud in. Is that your excuse too, Greg? That's right. And yes, Greg, I do have people that are willing to come over and get on a ladder and change my smoke detector battery. So there, take that.
I get through it. But let me ask Carter a question.
Yeah.
In DabbleCon 1, you were a bigger star than El Horrible, and now he's bigger than you. How do you feel about that?
Thank you. Great question. Great question.
I feel horrible. What do you think? Stinks. I was a big
Black. Big Black.
How did that happen, man? You were a big star.
He climbed up on my shoulders. We all know how it happened.
He stinks. Big Black, you
That's what
can't.
happened. He stinks.
Big Black, you can't do a show if you have a smoke detector that goes
Yes,
off
he
in the
can.
background.
We are going to disagree on this. He definitely can do a show with a smoke detector going off in the background. And if
Yes, I agree with Cardiff. There's tons of shows out there that do have a chirp in the background. I've seen so many of them, and they're totally unaware of it. So if you have a problem with chirps, it's on you. You people are the problem. You need to get over it. You need to just start enjoying the chirps. Just deal with it, punks.
if that battery ever does die, we have to find another dying smoke detector and plant it in there. Can you imagine if it stops actually chirping one day and then he
chip.
Can you imagine if it actually does die one day and then he can't sleep anymore? Like he just can't live in there anymore with the quiet.
Yeah, so I mean these monsters, Cardiff, the cum eater, and this other guy that mocks people's transgendered children. How can you make fun? Okay, so Tukey did offer, not Tukey, but El Horrible offered to allow Big Black to do a show on his network. So I guess he's trying to grow and have more shows on his network now, which is interesting in and of itself. But also, Big Black, who is legend in the Stern community, like I said, wanted him to come on his channel and do a show. I think he was also offering ISO Doe a show at one point. Yeah, right. Maybe.
It's so weird that it was there for 5 years and made no noise, and now for 2 years the low battery detector has been going off. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
It's the Duracell conspiracy. They last longer than 6 months. They know it.
One other question I have is how do you think Missy and Anthony Cumia courted each other, like both being like extreme racists against black people. Like, how do you think they both edged in the fact that they both hated blacks? You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a bond that's stronger than crazy glue.
Yeah, exactly. They met at the plantation. What did you expect? You thought they were confused at where they were going? They're down in South Carolina. They bought an actual plantation. That's what Anthony has and lives in at this point. I don't know. Is not everyone aware of that fact already? They moved down to Kiki's home area, and she grew up also in a plantation. I don't know if she had any. I don't know if she allowed those people on her property, or if she owned some, or she probably at least changed the fucking battery in her smoke detector. I would think, at bare minimum. Okay, so here is the clip at question. This is why Bedabbler rescinded his offer of doing a podcast with him. Let's see what happened. Big Black, the day before, went on with Cardiff and OJ, and this is what doing a podcast while black. Is that like driving down the street while black and people get arrested? Well, you can't do a podcast while podcasting with a chirp. So doing a podcast while black can backfire and get your offer of a podcast rescinded. Let's see.
Just take off the mask. We could see, like, you could basically see my face. They zoomed in on the mask, the pantyhose mask. When I was on stage, you basically saw my face. You could kind of make it all out. I want everyone to
avatar look, because the eyes are going crazy. For me, it's always night.
I'm waiting for him, just drooling. And speaking
All
of
right,
Big Black,
let's
guys,
get him in there right from the beginning.
Let's welcome our first guest to the show. Hello, Big Black.
And for myself, I counted, and you guys can do it too. You guys tell me how long between chirps it is. It's hilarious.
Yo, what's going on, my man? What's going on, my man?
Looks lovely in Times Square this time of day.
Yeah, I have a nighttime picture, but for me, it's always night.
Yeah.
I love it, the dark times.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. How does my avatar look? Because the eyes are going crazy.
Your avatar looks like it smoked crack.
The eyes are your avatar's on meth.
I don't know. Maybe it'd be better for you if you just put me on like no camera or whatever.
No, this is fine. This is fine.
If you want, but you have to turn off your camera. You have to put stop cam on.
I mean, if you think, or if I put stop cam, is that better?
Yeah. No, but if you want to have the avatar.
Yes. If you're black while on a podcast, you should definitely be off screen. I'm sure Greg would agree with that, and that's not racist. That's just it's like better hurt. Oh, wait. How does that statement go? Better seen and not heard. Better heard and not seen, right?
Whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, without the mouth moving, it's kind of weird. And I know it's stupid. I know it's stupid for Potato and an Orange to say your avatar is weird. But if you want to be on camera, it doesn't matter. I'm not looking. It is a little hypnotizing though. I'm just staring into your beautiful eyes.
Yeah, I wish I looked that good.
Let's remind everyone this is what you actually look like.
That's what I actually looked like about 30 years ago. So you can imagine how I've changed.
I could only imagine.
Black don't crack.
You must have gotten better. I
it looks identical.
You people get better with age.
You people.
And what they say, black don't crack. Yeah, but in my case, I don't know what happened.
I've literally, honestly, I've literally had conversations with black guys. Believe it or not, I've met one or two.
Really?
Believe it or not.
Put ones in the chat if you've ever met a black fellow. Very uncommon, especially around my parts. I don't think they exist. I don't believe black people exist. I've never seen one.
Up there in Canada?
Minnesota,
it's like an urban myth, if you know what I'm saying. Know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying.
Fuck this guy. Doxing motherfucker. I've talked to a couple guys. At least twice in my life, I've had this occasion where we were talking about age. I said, what are you, about, like 40? And both times the guys were in their 60s. So,
wow.
guys are on. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're rubbing on your skin, is working for you.
It's called cocoa butter. Come on, people. You know that. Yeah, 1/5. Oh, damn, Soren. That's hardcore, bro. Jeez. I didn't know it was like that. 1/5. Wow. Harsh. Greg, come on. You don't lie. You could just put cocoa butter. I get it. It's all about the cocoa butter.
I love it. It wants some.
So,
Give me some.
So Carter, how come OJ showed himself and Tuki showed himself, but you didn't show yourself at DabbleCon 2? What happened?
I'm a fat, ugly son of a bitch.
Just like me, huh?
A lot of people saw me. A lot of people
Really?
saw me. Yeah.
No one doxed you yet, though, huh?
No. Again, Big Black. I'm not hiding. Like I see a lot of the comments too in Reddit. Like, just take off the mask. We could see, like, you could basically see my face. They zoomed in on the mask, the pantyhose mask. When I was on stage, you basically saw my face. You could kind of make it all out. I want everyone to understand. I'm not hiding my face because I'm a coward, as Filler01 will say.
You're a bank robber. We get it. You can't put your identity out there. We understand. Also makes sense why you would wear a stocking on his face. Bank robber, confirmed. Cardiff is a bank robber.
I turned down. I turned you down a little bit, Big Black.
Oh, I did too. I turned him down to 100 or something.
Yeah, no, I think it sounds okay to me.
Sit back a little bit further.
Either way, we turned you down. So let us know.
Okay.
If it's still too loud.
Yeah. But
Joey C calls both of you guys cowards, all three of you actually. You never show your face on screen.
We don't show our face on screen, and Joey C shows his face too much. So there you go. We both something.
I would make a joke right now, but apparently I can't make jokes about Joey C or Granny, and him will get all sensitive and butthurt and be like, "Oh, I can't hang out with people that make jokes about me. That's just not doable." It's almost like somebody gets a little sensitive and butthurt the second you make a joke. Get with the program. We are doing a comedy podcast. Hello.
I'm on one Dabbler right now, man, because his show is so horrible. It's funny, man. I love it.
He actually, hold on. Let me. We got to talk about Joey C because I was watching him a little bit. I went on his show last night. I jumped.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, I jumped on his show for about 5 minutes last night when he was interviewing the guy from prison, but only because I had to correct him on a couple things. But I'm not a coward. I'm not hiding my face. There's nothing like I'm worried about people putting my picture out there. Yeah, I'm ugly. A lot of people saw me at the bar the night before we talked. Everyone, like, when I first started the Cardiff character, I
wouldn't say you're ugly. You are not
horrendous. Giant chin gunt. My chin gunt was exposed on Hackverse Anonymous.
All right. So we're talking about black people here. Welcome to the show, Uncle Jack, who's not black. And that
I'm here.
Shit. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was going to ask you that. Did
I had to race home.
The racism. You came for the racism, but you stayed for the laughs.
Absolutely. My dog, who's black, took forever to get home. So I'm going to blame him.
Yeah. Well, they're on their own time. Their CPP.
Exactly.
DPT, right? Dog people time. Dog people.
Stick to the racism. We're good. Keep it going.
Okay.
Cardiff, I saw
work
your
on the
first
comedy.
avatar or filter. It was like a McDonald's large carton of fries.
Yes.
That looked horrible, man. Golly, thank God you got rid of that one.
Yeah.
But then you stole Palm's avatar though.
Yes.
Oh, claims of thievery.
He didn't have the headphones. He didn't have it's
okay. So I think that's what did it right there, Uncle Jack. I think the Big Black called Cardiff out for where he stole his avatar, where he got it from. And then I think that made Cardiff mad to the point where he wanted to bring up the chirping. Because obviously he's been hearing the chirping the last 3 minutes like we have. He just didn't have the balls to say anything about it. Maybe he does have balls because he does eat his own cum, right?
Yeah, I've heard that. That's,
It's a rumor floating around. Like his avatar floating around.
It's not his avatar. Somebody else made the avatar. Whatever. The initial I guess, thought. I used to disguise my voice and stuff.
Oh.
I was only voice, and the filter was, well, I wanted to show up to these live events, like going to the parties before, the parties after, and just be me. Like just hang out with everyone else as me, as Steve.
Right.
Oh, cut that out, OJ.
And you did a great job, man. Like I had no idea. The whole cane bit with your limp and everything. I bought it. I bought it.
Okay, so the cane thing though, but the cane was all.
What kind of people put stockings over their face and pretend to have an injury to, like, I don't know, as a decoy?
The underprivileged.
No, I was going to say rapists, bank robbers, pretty much criminals that want to entice murderers. Even we could add murderer to that list, right, Uncle Jack?
Absolutely.
Ted
What about
Bundy
child
comes to
predators?
mind. Pretended to have injuries, like a cast on his arm, for example.
What about
some
child
people
predators?
may even ride around in wheelchairs and like, hey, I am a disabled person, and then right at the last second when they're totally relaxed, think that this guy's fine, then they just jump out of their wheelchair and get to work. You know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Also part of
jump
that.
up?
Let's break this down from Dabblecon.
Jump up and get down.
When I did the Creep Off Roast Live and the Michael Myers thing, if anybody doesn't know about that, we'll maybe talk about that another time. But Dabblecon 1, I showed up with a cane just because I was hunched over. But the only reason I did that was because I'm a giant.
Well, I guess pimps also need a cane, right?
Right.
And you know who the
So at
pimps
least when
are,
I was
right?
walking as Cardiff, I was hunched.
What are the pimps?
Well, you know, most of the pimps, 90%, 100% of the pimps, you know who they are. Only the coolest guys at the party. You know, I don't know who you're thinking.
I mean, who else wears fur and leisure suits from the 70s like Dumb and Dumber? I don't know. I'm making that up.
Mike Morse.
Mike Morse. Oh, Mike Morse fancies himself a pimp.
I saw the video with the shirt and all.
Yeah.
And down a little bit. So then when I came back later as me just to hang out, I'd stand straight up. So you wouldn't associate the 6'2" guy that you're talking to now with the guy that was on stage. I was hunched over with a cane. It was just all the fucking bit. It was just stupid. But at this point, I don't want to go on stage without the mask because.
All right, blah blah blah.
No, I'm the luchador. The things I say are as much.
You show your face then.
It's Cardiff only.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
right. Like, yeah, you're sixth.
Dabblecon 2 was like.
I don't want to catch it.
I'll and that's what makes me feel good.
Would have showed up.
Wait a minute, he said he's the
Within
luchador.
5
Isn't that
minutes,
El Horrible?
Late 90s probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But a clone because he brought a cars with them. But if you went back in time, I wouldn't have believed. I've got police up from it. When he showed up, he was Halbert and during the stupid fucking mention.
Apparently, I didn't write down.
Probably had to probably pit the resurrect. Big grift. Go with that there.
I think it was 42, maybe.
Everything there's a way.
I think I just heard part of saying the N-word. It could have been the skipping that.
There's a lot of shit flung in the Dabbleverse. Don't make the shit that you're flinging those fucking kids that had to go through that shit. That's what I don't want to trivialize it into Dabbleverse gossip, right? It's much worse than Dabbleverse gossip. That's it. I hope.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
I'm sure Malware is still not a fan of me. I don't care. Who gives a fuck?
I mean, Kevin Brennan's going over the board, man, with this stuff, man. Just constantly. Shulie is responsible. Shulie hired him.
Yeah, of course he's going to say that.
And Big Black, I've talked about this. I've said this a million times.
Funny. I'm sorry.
There's 1,000 things. There's 1,000 things you could shit on Shulie about. 1,000 things. There's so many things you can make fun of, but to try and connect him to that like he was part of it is I think is a bit of bullshit. So whatever.
I heard it.
That's all.
Yeah, there's been an hour's worth of chirps.
But yeah, so High Pitch Friday was a bit of a bust, and he never showed up again. He left.
I thought actually it was a great idea to start a beef with Joey, but it was the wrong spot.
Bitch, go up on stage. It's the lawyer.
This past
Gross. We could joke about the situation. Joke about it. Tell a joke. I started their payday.
All right. Well,
I think I'm
going to talk. I think I'm going to talk.
Anyway, so he does go on to explain that the reason there's all that chirping is because the sheetrockers came over to his house and buried the smoke detector in the ceiling up above the sheetrock, and then just plastered right over the top of it.
Get the fuck. Are you serious? The guy was serious.
Yeah. He said they came over and re-sheetrocked the ceiling 2 years ago, and he's been sitting there listening to the fucking thing beep like that for 2 years. And apparently he said he can't hear the damn thing. So, like I said, I don't know if it's genetic or what, but apparently black people cannot hear it. He said he totally doesn't hear it at all now. He was like, what? When you brought it up.
Well, Greg said in the chat he couldn't hear it either. So maybe it is genetic, you know.
I found it. All right, here's the story. Let's hear it from himself.
I've been hearing it for like the past 2
Phil detector chirp. Yes, it was more.
I was pissed off about that. Yeah.
Now
I don't know about that.
Did I just hear a smoke detector chirp?
There it is.
Yes, you did.
You son of a bitch! What?
Why you gotta live up to the stereotypes?
I'm not gonna say it. Why do you have to why do you have to check all the stereotypes off? Why? Why? Just change the battery.
I can't get to it. They built a false roof in one of my hallways, and they didn't take out the smoke detector that was there. So now the battery died, and I have to hear that. I've been hearing it for like the past 2 years.
Hold on. There's a dying smoke detector behind drywall somewhere in your apartment.
On the roof, yeah. They put drywall on the roof. I mean, on the ceiling, and they did not take out the smoke detector that was there.
Oh, that's amazing! For 2
Hey,
years,
you don't need this.
That?
Yeah. So
No,
for like 5
I don't.
years.
Actually, I was going to ask you that. Do you believe this story that they would build a false ceiling above? You know, it's a drop-down ceiling is what he's trying to say. They don't do drop-down ceilings in like apartments or homes, do they? No. That's like businesses, industrial. They never do fucking drop-down ceilings. So yeah, I was going to get to that. And secondly, would you hear it that loud if it was covered up? It would be real faint.
No, it'd be muffled. Yeah, it would definitely
You
be
would
muffled.
barely hear it, and you would not hear it through a regular microphone on a podcast, I don't think.
Now, is he in? We all know he's on assistance. Okay, is he in public? What was it? Section 8 housing, public housing. Is he in? Because if he
I'm not exactly sure of his situation. I just whatever. I know he's on public assistance or whatever because he can't go outside. Agoraphobia. He's afraid of the outdoors, any outdoors. So yeah, he's a shut-in on public assistance, and I don't know his living situation, but I can almost guarantee he's not in a business or an industrial area where they do drop-down ceilings. And if you did cover that up, you would definitely hear the fucker way quieter than that. So no.
Yeah.
You need to change that motherfucking 9 volt. Motherfucking 9 volt right now, motherfucker. You know what I'm motherfucking saying, motherfucker.
Yeah, if it was a 9 mil, you could change it, right?
I can change them. I can put a new round in.
Maybe turned it sideways. Maybe then he could do it.
All right. Now you're just getting way too racist for me, man. You racist. You a racist motherfucker?
Racist.
No. Come on, man. You know I'm giving you shit. Don't get all butt hurt on me, buddy. Come on.
Is that my smoke alarm?
Chirp.
Could you imagine?
I mean, I don't know. Do I still have that in here? It's possible. It's possible mine could be going off anytime now.
You have a fucking smoke alarm drop.
No, took it out.
Good.
I took it out because I'm constantly putting new shit in. And secondly, I'll be honest. KB asked me very specifically, and that's KB with the honeybee, that I remove that because it freaks her dog out every time I do it. So, and you know, I'm a sucker for them big motherfucking tits. So
That's
I do whatever she asks. It's love. It's true love. I do what she says. I'm a good boy, KB.
I can see that.
As you wish. Got that reference, motherfucker?
Uh-huh.
All right, we're doing references.
Racist shit or what?
No, I figured we'd call out a white motherfucker for doing the same shit. I thought this story was pretty funny, and we got Mersh on the case. Let's get Mersh in.
Fair and balanced. That's what I like about it.
Yes. We're not the Fox network. We're the squishy, soft middle network. Somewhere
right down the middle.
Right down the middle. Just like that slit between April's legs, right down the. Oh, damn! Sorry, I didn't mean to make that weird, but that's what I do. Mersh has a good story. Let's hear it.
Me fucking right now with this.
Oh, but this brings up another good point. We'll discuss afterwards because I know we're both fans of the contractor type business and understand building and whatnot. So let's discuss what he has.
Whatnot?
Second, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Great hard, nailed that one.
I swear it's God mocking me. Relax, Lou. Relax. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. You don't need to hide. I'm sorry the fucking thing went off. I had to make noise for a second. So before we even get into anything, I'm sorry I just got distracted, but I'm cursed. I have over time made fun of the black African American folks because of their inability to hear the smoke detector. Well, now,
okay. In fairness, the point in question is: do black people hear the chirp? Like, is the chirp audible to the? I was about to say, you can't call them colored no more, can we?
But you can. It's your show.
Why you trying to get me in trouble, motherfucker? No. Okay, so no. The point is, Mersh did hear, in fact, heard the chirp and had to stop his show because it was annoying him. The problem with allegedly the black community is that they don't even hear the fucking chirp, and of course would not do anything about it if you don't hear it. I showed the San Francisco 49er guy that said that too. He was like, "Yeah, I've been in this house for a year," and she was like, "You don't hear that chirp?" And he's like, "What? What chirp?" Like, what?
Well, they also don't hear pull over. Put your hands against the hood.
Oh, stop it!
Put that down.
Oh.
They never hear that either.
People of color. That's it.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Greg gets it. Greg fucking gets it. Yeah, there you go. Rochi says it. Big Black cannot hear his chirp.
I have a malfunctioning smoke detector.
No shit.
For some reason, my smoke detector is chirping at least every few hours. Something happens, and then my smoke detector starts chirping.
Does it chirp as much as Rob Stahl talking shit? Chirp, chirp. That's all I hear. Right. Uncle Jack, you got to be my hype man, dude. If you want to be here, you got to be like, yeah, that's right. Come on, be my hype man. You can do it.
That's right, because he sucks dogs' dicks. Right? Is it better?
Yeah, because he jerks dogs off and shit.
Yeah, because they chirp. Right.
That's right.
My chirpa.
My chirp.
The problem, as I've described on this program before, is that my smoke detector is hardwired into the power.
Right, because the battery's down.
I don't know what to do, bro. It's driving me insane. Every couple of hours, it just starts going chirp, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I gotta reset it. But in order to reset it, I have to hold the button down and set it off for like a minute and then turn it back on. Cut it. Everyone's saying cut it. The problem is I unplugged it. I can unplug it and it chirps.
It was driving me so crazy the other night. I threw it outside.
So
I chucked it outside.
You got we'll get into the specifics of this, but we got just listen to the last 20 seconds, and then we will do a deep dive into hardwired smoke detectors. I know you know about them. I know about them. We'll do it.
Died because I couldn't fucking take it anymore. And then I was coming home the other night, and I went to the bar Saturday night. I came home from the bar, and I completely had forgotten about it. And when I was walking in, I literally heard chirp like outside my house. It was chirping outside, completely disconnected.
So it walked outside.
No, he
got up
threw
and
it
walked out,
outside.
he threw it
Remember
out.
what he
Okay.
said? It annoyed him, so he threw it outside. And then one night he forgot he did that. And
Fucking
he showed up back at his
hardwired
house.
for a reason. You know, they're hardwired for a fucking reason. And when the battery's running low, it gives you that little chirp. Say, hey, stupid. So you don't melt and burn tonight.
It's worse
You know,
than that.
change the battery.
Okay. No, I got the same. I got hardwired fucking smoke detectors. And every so often, like every 3 months or 6 months, you have to test it. I don't even know. It might be like once a month. So my shit goes off the same way.
You got a reach and stick for that?
No, I have someone do it. But obviously, when it chirps, I'm very aware of it. And it's very fucking annoying. But also, the hardwired thing is just a pain in the ass. And I would just, I would never do a hardwired smoke detector because there's not just a battery backup in them. There's also it can hold power even after the battery's dead and the power's dead.
Yeah, it loads up. It's like a capacitor or some bullshit and holds the power.
So they even work long after a dead battery. So those fucking things, you don't need it, especially if you live in a small house. Fuck that. Throw those things outside. Run it over with your car drunk like a real man would.
Right. Just sleep with an open window with a ladder right next to it. It'll be good. Just invite the neighbors.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do if my house catches on fire? I can't even get out, Uncle Jack. What's going to happen? Am I going to live?
They're going to find a charred corpse in a fucking wheelchair. What can I tell you?
A charred wheelchair and a charred corpse. So bitch. I just hope I die from the fumes before it gets to me, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
You will, because your batteries will explode and you won't be able to breathe that shit in. Because once your wheelchair batteries start burning, that's going to be bad.
Very toxic. I can confirm. You see all those videos of like Teslas catching on fire or those battery powered cars. Man, that's
you ever see a bus?
Those are. Yeah.
Wow.
Are they school buses or are they city buses?
City.
Yeah. No, I can't say I've seen a video of that. I could probably try to pull one up.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. People are diving off and the shit's just going up.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's something we could show too. Electric bus on
hybrid bus fire or something like that.
Very, very cool because people will need to know this stuff. If you guys are going to get on a hybrid bus,
for those of you in the West
aware
Coast,
of the danger because there's more than one kind of danger on a bus. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day,
yeah, there's those that can't hear smoke detectors, and then the batteries because they can get you too. So there's that.
Oh damn. There we go. This is something we can get into right here. I like this kind of shit. Yeah. In China. Okay, well, things don't even matter in China, right? Like people or any of that stuff.
It's that population control shit.
Just jokes, folks. Just jokes. This show is entirely for entertainment purposes, and things said by the host and the co-host absolutely might not necessarily be anything but a joke. So calm the fuck down and just enjoy yourself. Let's watch some fiery buses. This is awesome.
Those motherfuckers cook when the batteries go.
Son of a, yeah, look at that black smoke, the most dangerous kind of smoke. That kind of smoke will sneak up on you and end your life so fast you won't even know what hit you, right, Greg?
You breathe that shit and it's like
the worst of all the smokes.
right?
The worst of all the smokes.
It is. Never heard of white smoke killing anybody, have you? Robbing anybody?
Never heard of that.
Jokes.
I've never actually heard that statement before. The white
You
smoke
never will.
doesn't- As far as I know, white smoke.
It's
doesn't-
harmless. It's harmless. It really is.
That's the
Now,
other
that
thing
could
about those.
be that would be Big Black's house. I mean, if you really think about it, you know, he's not changing the battery,
China,
and that's what
China. This isn't China.
Right.
China. Yeah, we will not put up with those people over there. No, I'm not going to do it, Trump. It's not going well. I'm going to give up while I'm ahead, if I'm ahead.
I think that's all you have left is your head. So yeah, keep moving.
All right. Well, Uncle Jack, you showed up right at the last second, buddy. I'm kind of done.
You said racism. I came running. I had to. I'm sorry.
I appreciate that. I do.
You put out the call. You know, I answered.
You're always welcome to come on, buddy. You know that. But since you are here, why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to your own channel and tell the people out there what you got going on, what's coming up, why you haven't been sending me links lately. Explain yourself.
I haven't really been on. Listen, you know me. I am not the most timely person. I can't set a schedule because of the way I work and stuff. But follow me on Twitter, Uncle Jack on 7855. Basically, you're going to see shitty stuff, racist, memes and stuff that I steal from Anthony Cumia.
Jesus, you're stealing my content. Don't. Oh, you got your entire show idea from me. Just be honest.
I did. I learned. Yeah. YouTube at Uncle Jack's Jack Shack. Usually it's nighttime. It's like 10 something. It's usually after quad's on. You know what I mean? I can't walk in his wheels. So I gotta do my own time.
You can't walk in my tire tracks.
No, I can't. I can't fucking do that. But I'm going to be doing a Rumble thing soon, and you are one of the recent ones that subscribed. It's so much fun.
Oh, now you're keeping track of my movements.
So much. Oh, dude, I got the notification. I said, all right, quad's on board. We're going to get real racist. It's going to be not safe for work. Just put it that way. Dude, there's so much you can do over there. Fuck YouTube. You know what I mean?
Probably a lot of gay stuff, I'm guessing. It's not going to be racism. You're just going to be seeing a lot of penises and transvestites, etc. I have a feeling. I know you.
Well, if you think that, then do not tune in for the first show.
You're literally going to do a Chinese show first thing out of the gate, aren't you?
No.
What, Stuttering John? Are you doing like
worse.
Knight Melendez?
No, it's worse. Mr. Crow knows. It's going to be way worse.
Oh, shit. I don't want to watch any
it's
surgery.
coming.
You're not doing surgery.
No.
Okay, God, thank you.
No, we're going to watch a movie. That's all. It's just a movie. Harmless. 25-minute movie. That's it. Look at that hurt.
Gay and
Found it
from
on
outer
YouTube.
space. Gay N-words from outer space, maybe.
That's critically acclaimed. You know what I mean? Most people think it's a sleeper movie. It's not. That fucking movie is phenomenal.
It's a banger. We watched it backstage one time.
Why don't you come on and watch it on stage with me? You'll enjoy it.
No, I mean, we still have that recording of all of us very, very long ago, back in the beginning of BYB. We watched that movie backstage and recorded it. And I just never put it up anywhere. And I think you guys can all imagine why.
It is god awful, but it's great.
Yeah, it's too much. Well, we made commentary too, which makes it even worse. So there you go. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. And of course, Granny went down to Tampa on Thursday. That's a song by Charlie Daniels. Granny went down to Tampa. Oh wait, no, that's the devil went down to Georgia. Never mind. I'm getting confused now. It's kind of late. So that's what happens. My brain is mush. I'm dumb. Yep. I apologize. But yeah, everybody tune back in on Wednesday. I think we're going to be going through more Dabbleverse stuff, but we'll also be covering some of the, I don't know. I don't know. We'll leave that one up in the air, but we're definitely going to be doing a a stream of some sort with Joey C on Thursday and Granny. So everybody better tune into that one because that should be hilarious as far as I can tell.
I was
Joey C's already pissed off at us for no reason because I made a couple jokes. So a fired up Joey C is actually the funnest Joey
it's good
C.
for
So there you have
content. It really is. Yeah. Listen, I watched his stream this afternoon or this morning, whatever it was. And he's like, yeah, Quad and I, we're amicable, this and that. We're talking. Maybe we'll do a show, this and that. The guy, Lou, I think his name is, someone with him. You're not doing it here. He's like, yeah, well, he has me on his show or whatever.
God. Shut your fat fucking stupid mouth, Lou. You gap tooth fucking freak. You look like a God.
That's
guy.
where not mine.
He's probably the dumbest person I've ever listened talk. He's below fucking 70 IQ guaranteed. He is legally retarded. Legally. I do believe that.
You ever rewatch one of your streams?
Wow. That's how we're ending this show, Jack, is with that kind of shit. Son of a bitch. Was I supposed to hit the outro when I said that? Jesus
I was hoping.
Christ. So anyway, I mean, we had Jason Bardo X. He went down and hung out with Joey C. Whatever. There's been a lot of people pop in there. American Cupcake stopped in there at Old Tampa Bay. I don't know. Do you think Granny is capable of doing a better show than either one of those guys?
Oh, absolutely.
I had to fight my whole life. I could beat you up even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I light your fart on fire with my rounds. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stacks, I bet you that she calls.